didn't forget to start the stream this time.
Yeah, I know, right? Hey, I'm getting better.
I'm so proud of you.
I'm proud of myself.
I'm proud of myself.
I'm proud of you too. I don't know what for, but I'm just proud.
Cool.
We could be proud together.
Yes.
You know, I just realized the templates are gone. Okay, we'll deal with that later. Anyway, so guys, last we left off, you guys had made your way into Mirladar. You had spoken with the current prince of Mirladar, the Thrain of this location, who, in his amazing, eclectic, golden-plated, very expensive throne room, over his head, this strange type of scepter seems to lay overhead, shimmering a little bit of a red hue glow. The gem that's encrusted on it kind of dispersing the light like a small kaleidoscope of red. It informs you that he is willing to work with you, pending the current battle that's going on outside. He is willing to work with you, but you'd have to help him out with something first. Crunch, crunch, crunch. In that, you get directed to the main gates to the Mirladar tunnels or caves, i.e. more of a mining operation, but as these tunnels go deeper and things and older, you know, one turn turns into two, turns into three, and eventually you get to a point where you have so many branches off, and who knows what lies deeper in these old caverns. After a small drow ambush, which looks to have been intentionally set, clearing through, chasing a particular drow, a wounded drow, through some hallways and down some more caves and corridors. Eventually, you get up to a dead end where you come into contact with some resting drow. Dispatching them, Asher takes watch and meets up with a very interesting fella.
Kevin.
Kevin. I should probably write that down.
I feel like you hate that I named him Kevin, Frog.
Oh, I'm cool with Kevin, dude. It works. He has a name, but apparently it's Kevin now, which I'm all right with.
He said he didn't like it.
It works. It is what it is. Doesn't matter, because at the end of the day, he was frightened off due to a certain degree of hostility. After shoving off, you guys continue to push into the caves. Coming up to a T, or fork in the road, Asher proactively utilizes his ability to blend with the shadow, and essentially chooses to navigate ahead and scout ahead. Having done so, a dead end first on the left-hand side, which was met with waste, grime, disgustingness, probably leftovers for who knows what could have possibly made refuge here. Maybe it's a dumping ground, you know, maybe some insects like for example, ants in real life actually do have chambers dedicated just for bathroom use.
No. When I went down the right-hand side and found the weird vines and glowing lights.
You did that after you went left first.
No, I was going left when we ended the session. I was going to go break left when we ended the session.
Fair enough. All right, so you go to the right. You meet up with these vines, and just beyond these vines, like the cave gets tighter, much tighter, much narrower, and these vines coming, kind of protruding out of the walls between 1 foot, some of them 3 foot long, some of them 5 foot long, depending on the circumstance, but it seems to kind of litter this little hallway just beyond the right-hand cave, just beyond these vines. or these vine-like appendages or whatever, what they look like, whatever. On the other side, this faint blue, kind of a glowing, think glow sticks, that kind of a hum of light, just beyond all that. And that's kind of where we left off. You went back to the group, and I believe that's where we left off.
Yeah, I went back to the group and was going to start down the left-hand passage when we called it.
I was almost certain you went left already, but I couldn't
Nope,
remember.
because you said I just talked to Thalia about shutting off the light because it made it easy to spot them from far off, and then that they could be ambushed. And then I was going to go left, and that's when you said, no, we're going to curtain call it here because it's a good spot to
Gotcha.
stop at.
Well, let's pretend you didn't hear the other one then.
Yeah, that's why I was trying to stop you, because I was like, oh no, he's spoiling stuff.
Nevertheless, guys, that's where we left off, and that's where we will pick up. As the air down here feels much more stagnant, colder than where you guys came from. It feels as if you've gotten kind of deeper into the mountainside. Your ears begin to feel the pressure of the depth. Not pain, but enough to kind of make it feel like your ears are slightly clogged. Take it away, gentlemen.
So y'all still want me to scout down the left-hand side like we did before? Go down for about an hour or so and then come back? We gone for a total of 2 hours?
Yes.
Yep.
Sounds like a plan.
And Kane, you can still see in the dark, right? I
Yes.
think you'd activate. Okay. Because the light made it easy for y'all to spot. So keep watch, and I'll be back. And
Okay. Well, you begin your descent. This pathway tends to go up in elevation slightly. It's not this amazing incline, but it does turn into so you're slightly inclined, and then it kind of sharply goes up like a 45-degree. It's got these kind of rock outcroppings here and there, almost like a natural set of stairs, but not stairs, enough to kind of, it gradually inclines, rocks, boulders, just places to place your, to get better footing. You get up all of that, and once you hit the top of that, and that goes on for 50, 60 feet, at this point you've already walked out maybe 10 to 15 minutes. You poke your head over the top, and that's where the smell begins to kind of radiate, and it just smells stagnant, moist, gross, foul.
and this is the first time I've noticed a smell change down here, right? Because I know I brought that up before.
100%.
Okay. Then I'm gonna stop. He's right now. Imagine my head's just above a little shelf or
Correct.
something.
100%.
Then I'm gonna stop and wait for a minute and just look and listen and just try and see if I see or hear anything.
Sure. Throw that perception up. Let's get some shitty rolls out of the way. And on top of that, too, give me a redefinition of how far your dark vision is.
My dark vision is 60 feet, sir.
60. All right, cool. With a 26, peering into the dark as if you were born in the dark. You
I was born in it, molded by it. That's Ash's new
the
voice.
light of day till I was an adult.
You think the darkness is your ally.
This is Ash's new voice now. I'm sorry, guys. I'm a bad German bad guy.
So the ceiling here, as you kind of climbed up this kind of, and like I said, I don't want to use the word cliff because it's not a cliff. It's just an inclined area that's fairly easy to scale. But the roof or the ceiling here kind of narrows down a bit. It's if you wouldn't be able to stand straight up, but it's not like this small passageway. It's enough to maybe just kind of duck your head under maybe 2 feet, and you're able to push in. But before you push in, you look around, and even though the depth of this hallway or cave or tunnel, whichever word you wish to describe this, the end of it seems to be beyond your vision. But what you do see within your 60 feet, be it in black and white, there seems to be this like a water, not dripping. It's like a small waterfall, but it's not a waterfall that splashes. It's very much it just kind of follows the contours of the right hand side of this wall, like a small little stream that seems to be coming out, and it kind of trickles down. So once you go up the shelf, it then goes back down to a decline, not as sharp as the incline that you just took. And you could hear the water kind of slightly kind of splishing and splashing, little small crick-like sounds as it seems to be going deeper and deeper and deeper down into this hallway.
All right. And I don't see any signs of like Kevin, do I?
In your immediate area with the 26, you look down. This shelf, so the shelf that you took to come up here, this little pathway you took up, that you crawled up and climbed up, the footsteps here, the steppings, it seems to be of natural formation. So it doesn't seem like the earlier caves where it was kind of shaped and cut. This definitely seems like someone broke into a cavern and this just became an access point. You also notice the ground is matted. Even for stone and rock, it has a very smooth-like appeal to it, as if this has sustained a decent amount of traffic over God knows how many fucking years.
Okay. Then I'm going to, once I kind of see that there's nothing really up here, or like living wise, at least within 60 feet, I'm going to slowly get up and head forward, but all keeping an eye out, moving a little bit slower,
Sure.
since this is the first time we've come into something that's a change.
Roll me a flavor acrobatics check, please.
Alrighty. 18.
At 18, you realize that this floor has this a little thin layer of algae on it that's wet because of the stream that just kind of crisscrosses and zigzags down a small little pathway here. Even though your foot slides here and there, you're nimble enough to kind of brace yourself with your hands, grab the wall. You make your way down with no real need for concern. You get to a portion where at the end of this decline and the water begins to pool just slightly, maybe like a half of an inch. It still has a current in it, but it's definitely not flowing like it was down this decline that you were going down. You splash into it and you feel a crunch under your foot.
I'm gonna look down and see what the crunch is.
It looks to be a bone that your foot just kind of crushed through as you stepped on it. A slight crack echoes, but nothing too loud.
Okay. Then I'm going to slowly lift my foot up and look around to see if I see any more of the bones. And is there enough left of the bone that I stepped on to kind of identify it, maybe? Or at least see how big it is?
I want you to roll me a medicine check to represent that flavor. But as you squat down, your ass just inches off of the ground. You kind of peer around, you just look around.
16.
With your 26 perception, I'll still keep that active for now. You kind of just taking in your situation here. The walls themselves are maybe 10 feet apart. The ceiling at this point seems to go up and then down and then up and then down. It's very much a natural formation cavern, probably by the stream of water over the course of centuries. But you look around and the walls look like melted candle wax. Unfortunately, you see black and white, so you're not privy to any fine details of color or whatnot. But you can see the outline, like black and white sonar, and it's beautiful, actually. But then go ahead.
I was going to say, to kind of see if I'm getting the right mental image here, I'm really kind of picturing where Bilbo found Smeagol in The Hobbit, in that little cave outcropping thing.
I would say not in the outcropping, not in the big water area, but more
not,
like where
not precisely, but that kind of
environment, yeah.
Yeah.
And yeah, but then as you take in the shape and structure, you look down. It definitely, you see other debris, but it's so smashed together it's difficult to discern. But as you look at the bones that you stepped on, what you do with the 16 medicine, it looks like some sort of a forearm bone, like a tibia fibula, that you may have smashed through. The condition of the bones are brittle. As you kind of squeeze it in your hand, it tends to fall apart, which would indicate it's been exposed to air for quite some time.
Yeah. Still there?
Yeah, I'm still here. Sorry, I was yelling at my kids.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, so that's your situation.
Okay. And does it keep going on like past the range of my dark vision of this area?
At the moment, yes. But the water sounds of trickling is definitely still a thing here, and the water current itself seems because it's still, even though it's not as inclined as before, there's still a downward grade, but it's very minute. It's just enough to keep the water going.
Okay. Is there a way I can walk that's not in the water?
Yeah, the water itself, it doesn't take away the whole 10 feet wide. It's maybe like 2 or 3 feet wide and just kind of slowly zigzags across. It's easily avoidable.
Okay, then I'm going to try and follow it a little bit further along the side just to see how long it's there. And about how long have I been going down?
In total, you've probably been away from the party about 20 to 25 minutes.
Okay. And yeah, I'll keep going a little bit further. And just keeping an eye out for everything because my boots are making me not make sounds and I'm invisible.
Correct. So as you do that, the camera is going to be behind your back like a black silhouette, and it's just going to peel backwards, walking backwards through the entire track that you took down the pathway, and eventually zooming into a armored up female with a quick trigger finger on anything that's not human.
What?
Thalia. Did we just lose Thalia?
I think he stepped away for a
Yeah,
second.
he just walked away as you were
God
saying that.
damn it. So the camera goes back to the party. So we'll start with Reen, man. So what's Reen all about at this moment?
You know, I just took a pretty impressive dump, so I'm just kind of chilling, waiting for the report back. Figure out what to do next.
Asher's glad he's not there to witness it.
Absolutely. As the slight aroma of Ode de Reen, de Rune, excuse me, or fucking a Reen, whatever your fucking name is, crests across Kane's nostrils.
Shit.
Kane,
Kane ignores it. He is just there, waiting. Just sometimes I kind of question his life decisions at this point. Yeah.
you all, well, actually, let's go with Thalia next. Once Thalia gets his dinner, it looks like all set up.
I'm here. I'm good.
You get a kind of a whiff of Reen doing Reen things. Kane clearly kind of scoffs at it and just kind of tries to just ignore it. You standing there, what are you doing?
I suppose I'm just passing time by thinking about our current situation.
Absolutely. What kind of thoughts are we talking about here?
We got Driders, we got Drow, we've got an undead army, we've got a dragon, we've got these dwarves, we've got a town that we need to save. All of this stuff just seems like a lot to deal with for a group like us.
Everyone give me a dexterity saving throw that's not Asher.
Cool. That's exciting.
Awesome. I was just looking for a 10. You all begin to feel the ground rumble around you, and the cave itself rumble around you. It's not nearly, it's not a threat. Like, it's not this huge earthquake here, although it does feel slightly stronger than what you had felt earlier in the cave. But it's not enough to knock your asses down. But a piece of the ceiling kind of dislodges, and you feel a clink off of the shoulder of your armor, Thalia.
I look up. Can I even see the ceiling?
I believe nobody cracked any torches, not that I'm aware of, or did you have your light cantrip?
if I don't have it up, I'm just gonna put it up and look up and see if I can discern the ceiling at all.
Sure. You look up. The ceiling itself, 15, maybe 20 feet high from this point here. The structure itself is very much cave-like. You have those smaller kind of stalactites. You know what I mean? The smaller ones that are very thin.
Yeah.
Slight water and condensation would drip from them from time to time. As you look up even further to kind of get a good view of it, the color patterning in here is amazing. Oranges, reds, even some blues. It's quite a natural spectacle of deposits.
Is it like gems?
Give me perception.
Whoops.
Gentlemen, we're about to start mining.
That's... I'm not handling an animal.
So the bat that flies past.
Wait, that's an animal handling check.
You handled that bat
Perception.
perfectly.
Yeah. Perception. There we go. That's not good.
I mean, although you move your light around a little bit to kind of get different angles, and even though the light shifts over the surfaces, and it does tend to sparkle here and there, it's just not enough sparkle to convince you that it might be of anything of value.
Okay. Well, it doesn't look like it's caving in on me, so I guess I'm gonna resolve to keep an eye on it.
Sure, absolutely. You see Kane scoffing at Reen, whatnot, as this is happening, and they kind of also maintain their footing as you kind of turn your light on. At this point, you would see Kane and Reen clear as day. Myth would also be there, since no Purple Demon Baby for him at the moment, although he is AFK. But you would also see Myth doing Myth things at this point.
Okay.
Reen, you look over at Thalia, kind of investigating the ceiling.
What you looking at?
Something fell from the ceiling and hit my pauldron.
Is it on the ground?
What did hit me? Can I see that?
Yeah, sure. You look at the ground, and I'll even give you your perception there. It's not that hard, and it's not that hard of a DC. Yeah, it looks like one of the stalagmites probably just dislodged under the vibration.
Okay. Yeah. The ceiling doesn't seem entirely stable.
Holy shit! Did I predict the arrival of Kane or not Kane? Of fucking Myth
Yeah.
or what?
We
There
did.
he is. There's that beautiful lizard man. Our scaly Scottish dragon.
I mean, it's not surprising that he'd get me and Myth confused. We're the only other people on the Thursday table that are on the Monday table.
Dude, I forget my kids' names.
I know. Hey, Frog.
Yeah.
What's my Monday character's name?
Fuck if I know.
Dead is what it's now.
So,
So ass face or something.
Myth, since I see you in roll 20, why don't you roll me a dexterity saving throw?
Give me a sec.
Rolls a 7.
You don't want to fail because I know what's going to happen to you if you fail.
It's gonna be really bad.
It's gonna be horrible.
All right. Dex saving throw and
Fail.
everybody says.
Backup character.
I hope my frog does what I'm thinking he's going to do.
So you were, I guess, I'm going to say you felt something in your feet, like maybe you had a rock between your toes, and you kind of put your arm on the wall as a brace, and you kind of, with your other free hand, you kind of lift your foot up, try to dislodge it. And that's when the cave started to kind of rumble for you. And it just kind of knocked you off balance a little bit. You fall to a brief knee, and you hear a plink off of Thalia's pauldron. You see Thalia turn on her light cantrip at this point and kind of taking a look at the ceiling. And then as you take a look at the ceiling and acknowledge that Thalia is kind of checking shit out topside, you start to... And then you look over at Reen, who has this giant smile on his face. And it smells
Hell
kind of
did I just
putrid.
miss?
You missed a Reen shit.
Okay.
Did he fall in the ring
I was
shit?
really hoping he'd take a knee in the Reen shit.
It's close. I rolled for it.
That's what
I
I
got it. I thought I was gonna face plant into him. I'm like, come on.
Yeah, no, I rolled poorly.
He,
Yeah, no, I rolled poorly. It didn't work out by a decent margin. I rolled a 3.
damn.
Mine was a 9. That wasn't a okay, yeah. So I'm just going to slowly stand up and step away from the pile of shit.
Kane, the faces you're making at your camera are distracting.
Well, my camera's trying to focus on me, and I'm trying to get it to focus. So
The faces were killing me.
At this point, the vibrations dissipate, and you all are there, just kind of once again in the proximity of each other. The temperature itself, once again, just to recap, because Myth is now here, it's slightly chilly, nothing too nuts, but you are all still waiting for Asher. Is there anything you guys wish to discuss or talk about while you're waiting for Asher, who has already been gone about 15 to 20 minutes at this point?
guys, by the time Asher gets back, if he hadn't found any drow, I'm not sure how far he's going in there. But if he hadn't found any drow, I say we beat tracks back to Mirador.
I agree. Or at least go back down the other path that we came across.
We can do that.
What-
But
Out of character, what are we supposed to be doing down here again? I wasn't here for that whole part where we consorted with the
So
dwarf and
we're
figured shit
yeah.
out.
So we're in the cave system. We came across a split in the cave, where with 2 different routes.
I think he's talking about why you guys are in the cave.
Yeah, like when we talked.
Yeah,
to the,
why are
the
we
dwarf
down here?
sprint.
It's
Oh,
find a way to
uh,
secure the
the
mines so it can be
dwarves-
mined safely by the dwarfs.
Yeah.
Well, that's
Well, then we haven't
that's
accomplished our goal.
well, technically, if you want to get technical, the conversation that was had between the Thrain and you guys was there's a drow issue, and he's asking you to resolve it. That's
Yeah, we
the
haven't resolved
primary.
anything.
That is the primary overarching quest, for lack of a better way. I hate using the word quest. Ugh. But that's the overarching situation, because the drow seem to be having ambush parties and whatnots in the vein of Mirador. And, there's things that obviously there's some information between the lines there, but, I'll leave that to you guys to discern.
Because we're pretty sure they're after the scepter that the prince has in his throne room, because of the drawing and everything that we found.
yeah, we have a good idea what they're after, but we haven't heard from them. Like, hey, this is what we're after, and if we had could probably start negotiations with them instead of them trying to kill us on the spot, we might be able to be like, hey, we can get that for you.
Yeah, we need to talk to them.
Yeah, but given the fact that they just attacked us on site, odds of that are happening are kind of low.
Are we allowed to ask what our fellow
know.
players' stats are?
Are you allowed to ask what is?
I mean,
What our fellow players'
ruins-
stats are?
that ruins the whole RP though.
It depends on what you're asking. Like, hey, can you run
Well,
fast?
who's the best? Who's the face of the party? I just want to know.
Probably
Who's the best at charisma?
Not Asher.
It's not me. Well, I really hope it's not me, because that's not a good thing.
Like, I
I
mean,
mean,
Asher can
so
try.
when you
He's
say-
low charisma, though.
And
Yeah,
to
we
me,
can
when you
all
say
try,
face the
but who's
party,
good
it's
at
just
it?
whoever. Yeah, to me, when you say face the party, that means like who's talking the most to the NPCs.
Yeah, generally,
Kinda.
by definition, the
Okay.
face of the party is kind of the one who's the face of the party. I mean, it's hard to really explain.
Yeah, they're the person who has the highest charisma and is able to talk their way out of situations.
The
for
highest
everybody
charisma is
else.
definitely you. The highest charisma is definitely Thalia.
I really hope it's not me, because that's not good.
I'll go ahead and tell you, it is you.
It's like charisma was my dump stat.
I think technically Grognar has the highest charisma, but
Yeah.
that's not.
Grognar's
Yeah,
not
because
here.
he's a
yeah, but
charisma
that's-
caster, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yes,
Well, so
but that's
paladins.
again going a little too far. And yeah.
All right, so out of character, since you want to know that information, and I want to get back into the story here, but out of character, Grognar has a 15 to charisma. So since everyone else is present, you're more than welcome to be like, mine's better, mine's worse.
Mine's an 8.
Mine's an 8.
10.
10.
12.
Thalia's the face.
Thalia, our angry Amazonian woman, is the face.
That is
All right,
so
Thalia,
sad. and
we're going to
depressing.
let you be the lead in the negotiations with the drow.
You
I
technically
mean,
are the only one that speaks Undercommon.
or
Yeah.
And
hear
you're
me
the
out.
only female, and drow respect female authority.
That's true.
Metagaming.
Well, we don't know about that. Yeah. No.
I didn't even know
we don't
that.
know about
cool.
that. Yeah. Nobody
Oh,
knows.
All right,
Wait,
moving back into the cavern.
Wait,
Yep, we're in the cavern now.
Way to break the fucking the drow science there. Damn. Anyway,
These drow or vice versa. They're back to.
Yeah, they're patriarchal now.
Yeah,
I'm
they're
gonna
no longer
spin that based
patriarchal.
on Forgotten Realms drow. Like I said, frogs is different, so
Yeah,
Back
Frog
to our
is
cavern and
established
the
that it's
pile
different
of
now,
shit on the ground.
Yeah.
yeah, basically, there's some green dropping.
Yeah,
this
okay.
mirror Mithrax.
Yeah, it's. I stood up carefully and walked away from that.
All right.
Do I smell it?
It would definitely. I mean, the cave itself is
Wonder if I
breathing,
would think of
so the air does circulate through here, and there's no windows.
Okay.
Does Asher smell it? 30
Not,
minutes away.
Not where you are.
Thank
Reen's
God.
good. He ain't that good.
Oops. I didn't mean to do that. Sorry.
Trust me, if Asher could smell 30 minutes away, we're not waiting for you to come back. We're being tracked back to Mirladar, and you're just going to be alone in the cave with the ring shit.
And Kevin.
And
Alright.
Kevin, who might want to kill you.
Is there anything that you guys wish to discuss? Or are we good to go?
I'm good.
Sickle.
All right. As the camera pulls back to Asher, you yourself, staring at the darkness and looking around, and once again, as you get a little closer to where the darkness is, it's still very much just debris. You start to see kind of cloth-like debris. In one case, you find a very old rusted dagger. You see what looks like may have been some sort of a walking stick, maybe, or a staff. An old boot comes to mind as you walk past.
I want to.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say because I have 2 dwarvish daggers with me, and I wanted to look at that dagger and see if it looks like it's from dwarvish make, or if it
Ooh.
represents the more drow make, like the short sword that I have.
Why don't you roll me an intelligence check?
All right. Would I have anything with it since I'm using these pieces as a reference?
I mean, as far as I'm
Natural
concerned,
fucking 20.
that's awesome. It doesn't appear to share any kind of similarities with the daggers you currently own.
Okay. And
Outside of a sharp, pointy thing.
yeah, and it does so. It doesn't look like drow or dwarf. Okay. It doesn't seem like it'd be anything from like goblins or anything like that.
Honestly, it looks like it's been washed up for quite some time. A lot of the
Okay.
rust is eaten away. It could be. It definitely gives you the feeling that it's from the top side.
Okay. That. Sorry, I need to use push to talk. That was kind of my question. Like, does it seem topside or from down here? So okay. I'm gonna kind of scope out the area and see if I see any more stuff around.
It's at this point that when you get towards the end of the cavern, it does have a dead end. All right, let's leave the tokens alone, dudes. As you get towards the end of this cave area, the water pools to about a foot deep. And inside this displaced is just funk. Everything funkish that looks like it's been here rotting. It's rotted so bad it doesn't really even have much of a smell anymore. But the piles seem to be remains in general.
The refuse has turned to dirt, basically.
Essentially, there are still very much things, clothing articles, but they look like they've been down this hallway for many moons.
All right. You said I found a walking stick type thing. Is it covered in shit?
I mean, it's old and grimy, but it's definitely not attached to anything.
Okay. Never mind. I'm not gonna go poking through the shit. As much as like I want to, I'm not going to. Yeah, I'm just gonna look around. You said it dead ends and the water pools to about a foot, and it's funky. So I will kind of take a moment to just look around, kind of enjoy the somewhat beauty that you implied was down here too, and yeah, kind of start making my way back to the party. Since there's nowhere else I can go.
Sure.
Wait, if I look up, is it like still that low-ish ceiling, or does it kind of open up?
It opened up a little bit over here. It's where you came in through that was a little bit on the tighter side.
Can I see the ceiling?
Yes.
Okay. I imagine still more of just the stalagmites and your stalactites and stuff.
Yeah, your cliche ceiling of a cave that's just old.
All right, then. Yeah, if I don't see anything out of the ordinary other than the piles of refuse. Now that I'm down there, though, do I see any type of like tracks in there of what might have left this piles of shit?
The ground itself, although sooted with decomposition, it's still very much stone based, and the traffic is just so old through here. It's difficult to tell what's new, what's not. But there definitely is foot traffic here. But it looks to be such in large quantity, you can't really make heads or tails out of much of anything. Just that this place has been traveled before.
Okay, and I don't see any like claw marks or anything on the walls or anything like that.
Ooh, why don't you roll me an investigation for that one, Chief? Um,
11.
You don't see any claw marks, nothing at all. The boot, though, the one thing that stands out about the boot, although the rest of the boot's missing, but inside the boot seems to be the leg parts that were in the boot when it was severed off the leg.
Does it look like it came from something short and stocky, like a dwarf, or humanoid-ish, or more lithe, like an elf? Because I imagine the drow still kind of look lithe, like their regular elf cousins.
The boot, it's a standard leather boot, really difficult. It's not a large boot. Let's say size 10.
Yeah, no, I'm talking the leg that's inside the boot.
Oh, it's not even a leg. It's just bone. It's been here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It kind of goes with the motif of the rest of the garbage that over here.
Okay. So kind of hard to tell.
Yeah, I mean, it's just if it had some sort of identifiable features outside of, hey, it's a leg bone, I'd give you a little bit more. But it's literally one of those bones that's just been sitting there for.
Okay, fair enough. Then yeah, I'm gonna go back, and once I get back to kind of the more open area where the waterfall, quote unquote waterfall, was, Asher's actually gonna stop and kind of take a knee and say a prayer to the Wild Mother, and just ask for her guidance and help with all this, and kind of admire the beauty of the nature that she helped create.
Beautiful. Roll me a religion check while you're at.
All right, that's gonna be a 6.
Okay. You take about 5 minutes to you give your glory to the one that you serve, and it takes about 5 minutes to do so effectively for you.
Yeah, and then he's gonna get up and head back. He's a only been gone for like what 30ish minutes now.
Well, 20 minutes when they were fucking around, but you had said he got you about 45 minutes, so it'll probably take you about 30 minutes to get back.
Okay.
By the way, everyone that's in the group over there waiting for Asher to get back, you guys can gain the benefits of a short rest, if it applies. All right, after about 30 minutes, everyone that's waiting for Asher starts hearing. Actually, no, you don't hear shit.
Yeah, you don't hear shit.
You don't hear anything now that I think about it. You see Asher in plain view. Well, yeah, you're friendly, so you see Asher kind of whipping around the corner.
You know what? And if Thalia still has their light cantrip up, they'd see me. So, yeah, I'll walk back up to him. Then I catch the Ode de Rune and say, well, that, then he's going to gesture to the pile of shit, is very similar to what I just came from. Don't know what it was exactly, but they're down the left-hand tunnel. Honestly, looks like some type of creature's outhouse. And I'll relay basically everything Frog had said about the refuse and the little water bottle thing and all that. So it's a dead end, so can't go down that way. Down to the right has those weird vines and lights. So anything happened here while I was gone other than the shit?
Tremors.
Yeah,
More
that's about
tremors.
it.
Hey, Frog, the tremors, could they be caused by the cannons that were being fired by Mirladar? Would they be big enough to shake this far down? Because I know you said they were big, booming cannons.
Maybe. It's always a possibility. But you have been walking deeper into these caves for well over a few hours at this point.
Yeah, I didn't know if like possibly the tunnels were like going underneath the city or if it's underneath the mountain away from the city.
Well, it's definitely within the realm of possibility.
Okay. Then yeah, I'd probably ask that question to the group then once they mention the tremors of, do y'all think it could be the cannons that Mirladar's firing off, or do you think it's something else? 'Cause I have no idea.
I
It's
think
possible,
it's something else.
but
Six. I hope it's the
given how
cannons.
far down we are, it's and
They were,
how far away did we travel to get to where we are? Generally speaking,
I think we're like a couple hours down, or at least been in to get to where we are. We had to walk overall a couple hours.
yeah, and we slept, so I mean we're at least
But
a
walking
day.
back wouldn't take that long, because, I mean,
Yeah.
we've gotten here after sleeping, after fighting.
And on our way through to here, we were moving kind of slow and everything.
Yeah.
The way back would be fast. So we're still not close by any means, but
I don't know, I feel like we should keep pressing on. I mean, we
Yeah.
haven't finished our mission.
oh yeah, no, absolutely, absolutely.
Did-
I'm not saying we go back. I'm just
Let's
saying.
go
did
see these
anybody
vines.
ask for a map of the mines we're traveling through?
No, that would have been a really good idea, though, to ask for a map.
I mean,
Well, I also feel like if they had a map, they would have offered it. Maybe.
I think that, well, to be fair, they were kind of busy with the undead army.
True.
Now, we're down here blind. We don't know where we're going. We could easily get lost down here.
I have a rough idea of where we came from.
I mean, yeah, but that's right here, right now.
Yeah. Once we get further
If
down,
we
yeah.
start pressing on further and further in, there's a legitimate chance we could get lost.
Do we have any?
Suppose there would be good benefit in going back up and seeing what the situation is topside.
Yeah,
Or yeah, and seeing if maybe there's a map that, like Kanan said, a map or something.
and we did kill an encampment of drow here already.
Yes.
So let's try and head back.
We don't want to go down the right tunnel.
Not
Not
I mean,
yet.
if we're already heading
We
back,
don't
let's-
know which one's the right tunnel. We just know that
the
there are
right
two
hand
tunnels.
side tunnel. Sorry.
I know what you mean.
I'm fucking with you.
Don't make me shoot you in the knee.
let's return. Try try and at least see if the situation up there has changed, and
back.
try and get a map.
Okay. Yeah, and possibly we could maybe pick up some. Well, no, we don't really have any money to pick up supplies, but
No, we don't.
yeah, the damn hag took all our shit.
I
mean,
I
hey,
don't blame the hag.
if
I
the
think the
dark-
hag was just doing her hag thing. I think somebody else was responsible.
Mithrax.
Look, I think we should go down the rest of the way of the tunnel.
Think we should keep going. So let's put it up to a vote then.
We're already down here. We might as well keep going.
Does anyone have any paper? Like
Going where? I mean, we don't know where we're going. We don't even know where this tunnel leads.
Fucking
Except to
Grognard had all the paper.
shit.
We know that we know that the dark elves came
Wait,
from this
Grognard doesn't
direction.
exist.
If the
Yeah.
one side is a dead end, then the other one's where they must have come from.
It's true. But I also do think Kane makes a good point. At what point do we get lost down here, though? Of like, yeah, I could probably guide us back to the entrance from here because it's a fairly straight shot. But once we start taking twists and turns, how long until we get turned around and lost?
So then, if we go right, if we go down the tunnel here to the right, if we come across another split, we just go right. We just keep going right every time. That way we just go left to come back.
While Myth is saying this, I'm going to take one of my daggers and I'm going to etch an X into the wall if I can, if it's soft enough.
I mean, it'll take some time to scratch it in there, but the blade's harder than the stone enough that it'll, a little bit of elbow grease. That's doable.
And it's not a big one, just like a
Yeah.
big around. Like at least we can start anytime we take a turn. We can start marking the walls. Maybe. Kane, you look really upset that I marked this wall.
No. This is not Kane. This is just me. Like, okay, all right, this is. If this is the
Walls
city we're
crumble
making-
into earth elementals.
But I mean,
Rocks fall, players die.
I think both of you have a valid argument of keep going or going back to get a map.
Plus, Kane's also gonna point out, like, this is where we saw the drow run to. When we first got into the mine, we were already at a fork in the road.
Yeah, and we followed the trail that the drow had left.
Yeah,
So do you think maybe they could be down that other fork?
there's a possibility. We would know if we had a map.
That is fair. That is valid, and we'd at least know whenever we're leaving tunnels that aren't dwarvish. We'd know if we're in drow territory or in dwarvish territory.
I see
Thalia,
the
Reen, what
wisdom
do y'all
in either
think?
going for. I see the wisdom in going forward, but I also see the wisdom in going back. And I think we're moving blind if we move forward. So I think it'd be better if we went back, gathered more intel from what the dwarves know, and who knows, maybe if we go back up, report what we've seen, maybe that gives some much needed insight to the dwarves, and then they can reevaluate whether or not we need to be going down here.
Yeah, I mean, hell, but Reen, what do you think?
We gotta keep going. Get this done so we can go kill the hag and get our stuff back. She's got
Well,
my cape.
we can go kill the hag and do that by going topside too. So
I don't think they're going to let us leave the city right now. It's kind of surrounded.
we got in without their permission.
Not to mention the hag kind of kicked our ass.
We know a way out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess we got kind of a split
I
party.
think we
here.
should go back up.
Okay.
So Asher, right now you're actually the deciding vote.
Yeah, I'm the tiebreaker. Shit.
You're the tiebreaker.
I say we go back because, hell, all we know, this could have been the raiding party that we've wiped
Yeah.
out.
Everyone give me a perception check, please.
19.
Woo!
Thalia and Fate. I was actually looking for an 18. This is a hard one. Kane too. Shit.
Oh, then Kane too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. So Kane.
Everyone but me.
And Asher, because I rolled a 15.
So,
Oh,
you know,
okay.
you guys are kind of talking. I envision you guys in this kind of like a semicircle sort of situation, all, you know, using your hands to talk and shit like that, doing that conversation piece. But the three that are like kind of standing, okay, you know, let me actually write this. 1 second. Over here in the corner of the table. So let's say this is your split in the cave, right? So, fucking auto save. Rawr. All right, so this is the way Asher went, then came back. That's all the dead end and the debris. This is the way you guys came. This triangle represents Reen's poop, and then this side over here is where all the where he saw the vines and whatnots, and then the pardon me, and then the glowy blue kind of humming light over here. So I envision you guys kind of in this circle, kind of just like talking, shooting the shit. The three that rolled the 18 or better. Coming from this side, basically the side with all the roots and the vines and, you know, the narrow passageway with the blue light in the distance, you three start to hear a very faint, kind of like talk.
Can we tell? What does it sound like that's being said?
Who here speaks Undercommon?
You
Thalia
can't
does.
hear Thalia.
Thalia.
All right, so Thalia does. So it's very, very faint, Thalia, but it kind of just sounds like Undercommon, random banter.
We can't hear
you're
you if
muted.
you're talking.
Can you describe the voices?
They don't sound dissimilar from the creatures that you killed earlier.
Do you still have your light up?
I'm gonna, yeah, I do. I'm gonna turn it off right now, and I'm gonna pull everybody back towards. They're
Reen's
coming
poop.
from the right, correct?
Yeah, the
This
right
right
hand
tunnel?
tunnel.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna pull everybody over to this area right here. If you can
Okay.
see me right there.
Right here.
Yes, right there.
What is it? 'Cause we didn't hear it.
Basically, yeah. Oh, sorry. That was an in character question. Giggles.
Sorry, that was
Yeah,
in character.
I shush everybody like quietly, and hope to God my armor doesn't clank around too much trying to get everybody over. And I guess I motion Asher, like, can you see anything?
I'll peek my head around. I'll go. Actually,
Or you can just
since-
walk through.
Yeah, since they can't
You can just
see-
walk up and say, "What's up?"
Yeah,
Nobody know.
I'm gonna motion to the group since Thalia's made me aware. I'm gonna kind of at least motion to Kane since he can see me to like stay here and wait a minute, and I'm gonna go around the tunnel and go a little bit further forward to see if I can see them and hear them
Sure. That can be done. Just a moment.
since they can't see or hear me.
Yeah, I got the fucking. I forgot the Invisible Man's in the party.
Yeah, and you gave me boots of elven kind, sir. You gave me boots of elven kind and then put me in the Underdark.
In a classic phrase, mistakes were made.
I'm loving it. Would they get attacks of opportunity
Ba-ba-ba.
against me since they can't see or hear me?
They can't. Well, that's up to Frog, but yeah, I'll let Frog roll that, not me. I'm not a
I mean,
DM.
Yeah.
Just my question. I'd like start stabbing. Are they gonna get an attack?
Maybe-
So you said you're planning to move on up, yeah?
Yeah, just up a little bit ahead, not like trying to get super far away from the party, maybe 10, 15 feet ahead to see if I can see or hear them with my 60 foot of dark vision and Mark 1 ears.
This is not to scale, guys. This is just more of a reference. So, no, you guys technically would be over here.
Oh,
Yeah.
I thought the
You know
long
what
path
an orange
was.
hand is.
Y'all motherfuckers need to learn how to read a map.
I thought the long path was where he was going down.
So first
Yeah,
of all,
it is.
I would like
I
everyone
thought we got-
that's not Asher. Roll me a stealth.
Here we go, boys. Yes!
So you push up against the
Two
wall.
nat ones. Oh my god.
Fuck me.
So you all push up against the wall, and you know you're more of like gotta not be seen, and your armor just kind of grinds up against the wall as you kind of get close to it, and whatnot. What you do see? So it's Thalia. So Asher, you push your way up a little bit. You move 10 feet. Although the you hear, well, you don't hear, what you see is still the kind of the blue light, but this is you're decently away from the vines and whatnot. It's not like right around the corner. It's still a decent way down, but you can still definitely see the faint hue of that blue light. It's very, very faint, but it's there. But what you do see occasionally here and there, kind of like silhouettes passing in front of it from time to time, almost as if things are walking towards you.
Okay.
Granted, once again, it's still a decent ways down.
Like, we'd have time to get away if we left now.
I mean, yeah. There's time to strategize, I guess, would be a way to say it, I guess.
Okay. Something real quick. Then yeah, I can't tell how many people are coming, can I?
No, but at this point, as you kind of just shush yourself and listen, and you'll hear bantering back and forth. But once again, it's a decent ways away that it's faint. The only reason why you even hear anything is just the natural corridor that you're in. It's literally like a long, elongated fucking megaphone.
Okay.
Well, we know. Well, sorry.
Then yeah, I'll go back to the group. What's up, guys?
Did you see
So
anything?
I can't see them particularly, but I can see kind of them moving down there. Can't tell how many, but they're heading this way, and they're bantering. We have time to either fall back or set up an ambush for them.
I think we jump them and try to take one of them prisoner and start asking questions. We need answers really, really badly. And they're going to give us probably the quickest.
Okay, do y'all want me to go a little bit further ahead since they can't hear or see me and do some harassing attacks to try and funnel them towards y'all? Or do you want me to wait in the shadows to kind of jump out and ambush them once y'all get engaged?
I think you should go all the way down and kind of follow them. I mean, will our perception be able to let us hear them as they keep approaching now that we're aware of their presence?
I mean, I think the better question is if they keep approaching, because I mean, we sit on they're in the hallway, so yeah, I mean, you're aware of their presence, so I think you would tune your senses into, try you'd still be able to make contact to a degree.
Okay. So if they're sorry, go ahead.
So this is part of the strategizing for that. Since I've already been down that hallway and I kind of know what it looks like, were there any type of little like alcoves or dips in the side of the wall where I could press up against to let a group move past me and then slip in behind them?
I mean, it's not a perfect hallway. There's definitely divots and ridges. I wouldn't call it the best hallway to stealth down. It's doable, I guess, but it's not a perfectly squared off hallway. There will be divots and angles here and there, but it's predominantly straight. So you're not looking at unless you're like much like flat, like a piece of fucking paper. Then yeah, you'll be fine. But that's not the case here.
Okay, so so there's no real way for me to like slip in behind something. or like even some stalagmites or something.
Yeah, but even then, I mean, the hallway itself is maybe at its best 15 feet wide, but it's more or less
Okay.
anywhere between 5 to 7 feet wide, really, in most
So
cases.
it's really only big enough for one person to move down at a time.
Correct. I mean, you even remember yourself when you scouted down here where those vines were, and you saw like the light was really brighter. You even saw yourself that even squeezed down to pretty tight.
Okay. Yeah. Well, then I would relay that to Thalia and them that like the odds of me being able to slip in behind them are small if I go down there because of how narrow it is. But it would create a bottleneck where I could start trying to pick them off.
We need to know how many there are. You need to get eyes on them.
I could go down further to get eyes on them if y'all want to go, because they're not going to go to the left because that's a dead end. So if y'all want to set up in that left-hand tunnel, I'll kind of go down to get eyes on them and come back. And then once they make this turn here, if they keep coming down, then we can come in from behind and get them.
Sounds like a plan.
We know that if they keep going forward, they're going to fall off a 100 and some foot cliff. If they go that way, it's a dead end. So we've got them in a bottleneck. Sound like a good plan?
We can see you, right? When even because it's only creatures you.
Oh
want
no,
us.
yeah. He can choose who lets him be seen. So
Right
I
now-
can see him.
Yeah, right now Kane can see me. None of y'all can hear me because of my boots whenever I walk. But
Yeah.
with
But
my
we can
dark
see you.
vision. Yeah, right now Kane can see me with dark vision. Anybody else with dark
So-
vision can't see me.
So what
I
if
don't have
you
dark vision,
go
period.
down?
Yeah.
What if you went down? You found them, and then you slowly walked like ahead of them. And then as they come towards us, you'll be able to, like right before they show up, like hold up your hand, say how many there are.
Okay.
That way we at least know.
Yeah.
And that way you
Yeah.
can keep eyes on them all the way until
Yeah,
like
and
they're
I'll-
right about to hit, and then we
I'll
can
stay-
get them.
I'll stay 20 feet or so ahead of them. 20, 30, 40 feet maybe ahead of them. So that way y'all have plenty of time to react.
I like this.
So, all right.
Let's do
That's
it.
what we're going to do. Then Asher's going to start taking off down the hallway.
And I'm
Absolutely.
gonna start moving over to this way.
Yeah, we're gonna move over to the other hall, the dead end.
I'd move a little bit
Mithrax.
further back.
Yeah, Mithrax is going to kind of just do his best to follow them blindly.
Don't worry, Mithrax. I grab you by the hand.
Yeah. Everyone hands on Kane's shoulders.
I'll grab Reen too.
Okay. Asher,
Yes, sir.
although you're silent and practically invisible, you're innate, it's in your nature just to be cautious. So you still take into consideration the human element here, and you still are very much cautious as you rely on your stealthing ability.
Yep.
You get down a piece. Now, these silhouettes, they don't seem to be coming any closer. The closer you
Okay.
get to them, you start to notice that you get to the point where the walls have gotten a little closer, like before. You get down to just, like, I'd say 50 feet before those vines that you had saw before.
Mm-hmm.
On the other side of these vines, you see... Actually, let me roll a fucking die. How many do you see? Let's find out. 3. You see 3 drow. And they
Okay.
seem to be conversing amongst each other. You said you don't speak Undercommon, right?
No.
And they seem to be shooting the shit, what appears to be very casual in nature. Almost as if they're just kind of resting for a moment. One of them kind of looks down the hallway in your general direction. And kind of like, he starts pointing at the wall and down the way a piece. He says something in some speech that you can't understand. And then turns back to his buddies and kind of keeps on speaking and talking.
Do they look like warrior drow that we fought before, or do they look like they might be workers? Like, what are they?
They
What
appear,
are they equipped?
yeah, they appear to be armed. Your traditional setup.
Okay, so very similar to the guys we fought.
Yes.
All right. Then I'm gonna just watch them for a minute to see what happens.
Sure. They
And-
continue to chit-chat and talk for about a minute or two. One of them stands up, kind of nudges one of them on the shoulder. The other one kind of pushes him back a little bit, and they kind of have a little bit of a chuckle. Once again, the individual that was looking down the hallway continues to look. He kind of turns around again, looks down the hallway, and points to the walls again, points to the floor, points down the alleyway, turns around. He kind of does a thumbs up, points behind him. And
Asher's like up against one of the walls. He's not just in the middle.
That's fine. And then they begin to stand up and start to walk away from you.
Okay. Once they leave my dark vision range, I'm going to wait a couple more minutes, and then I'm going to start heading back towards the group. Sure.
So they're walking very, very slowly. They're still within your dark range at the moment. And then it looks like there's maybe like a rock that you could sit on. One of them sits down on the rock and then lifts his foot up a little bit, takes his boot off, and he kind of does that motion like I'm getting the pebbles out of my shoes. And they're still talking. One of them pulls out his short sword and just starts like shadow fighting with it a little bit. The other ones kind of giggle at him, still talking.
Kind of like what Kane was doing with his fancy longsword before we got lost.
Perhaps. Maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know. Shadow boxing with the sword.
Yeah, Kane did something similar to that in one of our downtimes. So yeah, I'm just going to keep watching them then, and like I said, until they leave my dark vision range.
Sure.
Or if they happen to leave one of their buddies behind.
Roll me a d6.
Yeah, 4.
We'll add that with my d6. 5. 5 minutes roll by. They seem to still be talking. Now, mind you, their talking is not profoundly loud either, but they're not whispering. I would say an adult roar. You know,
so they seem very comfortable, like they feel safe-ish right here.
I would go ahead and say they seem content on their current situation.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna. While I'm watching them, I'm gonna try and see if I can tell what type of weapons they have on them, and what type of like armor they're wearing. If it's like leather or heavier armor.
2 of them seem to be wearing this kind of metallic twine shirt, like a chain shirt of sorts, but it's not in your traditional link over link. It's more of like twists.
Yeah.
Some short swords, and you know when one of them moves their cloak over to the side, you would see on their hip these little hand crossbows that seem to be attached to them.
Okay. So very similarly armed to the rest of the groups that we've fought.
Another 5 minutes pass.
I'm gonna, as much as I don't want to leave having eyes on them, I'm gonna start making my way back to the group. Since I've been here for 10 minutes and nothing's happened.
Sure thing. You get back to the group after, I don't know, 5 minutes of tiptoeing, 10 minutes of tiptoeing. You get back to the group, and they are all waiting for you in the darkness.
Once I get close to him to kind of signal to like hold, I'm going to put my hand doing this motion since Kane can see me. And I'm going to walk up to him. And
he's back.
Since I've been coming up here, I haven't heard like footsteps coming down the hallway or anything, right?
Not to your knowledge. Nothing that would have alarmed you.
Okay. Then, yeah, I'm going to go back to the group. So there's 3 of them from my count, all similarly armed and armored to the last group that we had fought. You know, short swords, pesky hand crossbows. Assume it's all poisoned. But there's only 3 of them. They seem kind of content-ish, or what was the word you used, Frog?
Content.
Yeah, content. Like they don't expect a fight right now, but they're ready for one, but they're very much kind of taking a little bit of a break. Hell, one of them had their boots off, taking out a rock. And so, I don't know. And they didn't come past the vines, right?
Correct. There was like a little rock there that they looked like they were sitting on comfortably.
They weren't coming past the vines.
At least they didn't,
We
as far
try
as
to
like,
lure them down.
as long as like, you know, as far as waypoints go, or what's the word I'm looking for? Beacons, fucking waypoints. God damn, Landmark. Thank you. As far as landmarks go, no, they're behind the vines.
Okay. And whenever they were pointing at the walls, did it look like they were pointing at the vines or past the vines? Thinking back on it.
Yeah. Let's use history to represent that. How about that? Sorry, my wifey brought me
16.
Wifey brought me some Australian licorice. I'm munching away. With a 16, he pointed a lot of places, man. From the wall to the ceiling to the floor to down the hallway. There was definitely a lot of pointing going on.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not sure if they're stopping because of the vines or if that's just where they're taking a break at. We could possibly lead them down here. What did you have in mind?
Yeah. I could take my hammer and just bang on the walls. Probably would create an echo.
Could you start screaming for help in undercom? Or not screaming for help, like sound like you're fighting and hollering for help in undercom.
Yeah, I could do that.
Okay. Like, yeah, make it sound like you're kind of wounded and yelling for help and clang your hammer against like your armor or something.
Okay. I can do that. Does anybody else want to try something, or is that what we're gonna do?
If we want noise,
Should I sit out in the middle and do that?
Maybe down this hallway, the other hallway that we came from, down there, so that way we get them going in the direction we want them to go in.
Okay.
What were you going to say, Myth?
I was going to say, if we want to make noise, I can make a really loud bang.
That wave thing you did before?
Hey, the thunder.
I don't think we want it to be that loud. We want them to think it's a small engagement, not that they're all going to die. Let's save that for if we get engaged with them.
Fair enough.
All
In
right.
that case, I could do the lightning. See if that will also get their attention. Pop off like a blast down that side.
Maybe have the lightning blast against the wall here where my orange hand is. So that way it
I don't
looks
know
like
where your hand is, but if you point me in the direction, I'll hit it.
the character I was gesturing to give you a point of reference instead of just saying off against that wall.
Oh, and he's blind, unfortunately.
Yeah, I don't have dark vision.
Okay, well then I'm going to set the stage for you where the tunnels are branching off at. Against
that's
the
what I said.
back wall where it tees off to where it looks like there's fighting down the tunnel that we came from originally. I'll get you pointed in the right direction and tell you when to fire, okay?
Just stick your arm up. I'll point you.
Basically, you be the gun, I'll aim you, it'll be fine. Sound good?
All right, sounds like a plan.
All right, angry lizard man, put your hand on my shoulder. And I'm going to try and lead Myth very slowly. Just to where we're ready. And once Thalia, says she's ready, I'll have Thalia with me too. And we can just be like, all right, count of 3. And then,
Well, so am I going right here?
maybe a little bit further down. Like, yeah, right in about there. And then right here, I imagine you'll have like your hands on his shoulders. He's like, okay. And then Kane and Reen, y'all are still over here in the tunnel ready to attack.
Yep.
All right. And then I got...
Asher, why are you so small?
I was making myself the size of the squares because it bugs me whenever I'm bigger than the squares.
Okay.
I'm weird, okay? And then once we're ready, I'll have y'all start doing it.
I'm ready.
Myth, you ready?
I'm wondering why y'all are so big. 'Cause I haven't fooled my characters, my mini's height at all.
Once everybody's ready, I'll have them start doing their shit. And I'll have Myth's arm pointed at the wall and have Thalia start banging and yelling, and then have Myth fire off his lightning.
All right.
Yeah, I guess I'll fire off like a couple blasts so it sounds like a fight.
And I'll kind of let you know when to fire. So, yeah, I was like, now.
I'll just go ahead and pop off the lightning. Do
You're
you want me
gonna
to
have
roll for that, or?
I do. I want you to roll for it as
Okay.
well as damage.
Oh
All
boy.
right. One sec here.
Mistakes were made.
Yeah, wait, what's the range on that?
Far.
90 feet.
Oh shit! I was hoping I could get you far enough back to where it wouldn't actually hit the wall.
For 9 lightning damage as it slams.
It would be
into,
11.
Or even better, 11
Fuck.
lightning damage smacks into the wall. It makes like this flash of bright blue, right? Your lightning standard, or you have a different color?
Just standard lightning.
Standard lightning. All
Carry
right,
that-
so almost like it was pitch black out and a lightning bolt crested, and boom, and everything just like a big flash from a camera for just a moment. It makes a decent kaboom as it kind of echoes through.
And Thalia's
And
scream.
then I guess I'm gonna start banging on my armor and screaming in
Sure.
undercommon.
Yeah, and should I pop off another round, or just leave it at this?
I didn't expect it to do that much. Maybe one round is good for now. And then I guess I'll start.
These
So
are
we've
just for reference. This is just in the direction that they are. This is not to scale. Just throwing it down there for reference points.
Because I'm imagining we'd still have some time before they get back down here, correct?
I mean, yeah, you tiptoed for maybe like 5-10 minutes tops. You know what I mean? It's not that
Yeah.
far. It's still a couple hundred feet down. But yeah, you're not incredibly far away.
I'm just making sure I'd have time to get Myth back over here to the ambush point.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell Myth. I'm gonna tell Thalia to hold, keep doing what you're doing. I'm gonna guide Myth back to over here. To Thalia.
Would it help? Would I think it would help if I were to use thaumaturgy to increase the sound of my voice?
Could you make it sound like multiple people?
No. I can only increase things about myself or cause minor things to happen around me.
Could you imitate the boom of his thunder, lightning?
No. And
You-
I was
you could
asking.
absolutely-
I was asking Frog. Yeah.
I mean, you can do whatever you want. Whether or not your character thinks it'll help or not, that's kind of a you thing.
Well, I don't know if if that would even be something that would make sense to think that way.
I mean, you're looking to get their attention, right? So I mean,
Yeah, but I want it to be convincing.
that's all you, brother. I
Thaumaturgy
can't tell you
said-
that.
You
I'm
created
just gonna keep it like
instantaneous
this.
sound.
Okay,
It
so you
originates from
start,
your point.
you bang and you holler. Are you hollering anything in specific?
We're under attack and retreating, I guess. Is there anybody down there?
Roll a deception.
All right, boys. Here's that face of the party charisma. Oh, that's not bad.
It's pretty good.
All right, let me do mine now. Okay, you say that, and you hear shouted back in undercommon. Name and rank.
God. Not in character.
What did they say?
Thaumaturgy says I can create a sound, an instantaneous sound.
Sure.
So it says such as a rumble of thunder, the cry of a raven, or ominous whispers. Those are just examples, but what would you say? Could I create kind of a cry of pain?
Yeah, you can do whatever you want. Thaumaturgy, as long as it's simple and not complex, 100%.
Okay, I'm gonna I'm gonna say get your asses down here now, and then follow it up with, or no, I'm gonna create the sound of the cry of pain And then I'm gonna say, get your asses down here now, to try and create some sense of urgency.
All right, roll me another deception.
Okay. That's less good.
All right, let me do my roll. Okay, you say it. Mm-hmm.
What happens?
And
You don't hear anything or see any movement, as far as you can tell. Now, in your defense, outside of the slight blue hum of light that's still on the other side of everything that's happening now down the hallway, you don't see any silhouettes, and the light is not like this giant spotlight. It's one of those you got to squint to kind of see things, you know what I mean? It's very much like glow stick blue. But you don't see silhouettes cresting immediately. In fact, why don't you roll me perception? Let's take a look at something real quick. Let's have some flavor. So, Thali, with a 14, as you kind of squint your eyes and look down, you swore for a brief moment you may have seen a silhouette hit the floor.
Since I'm there with her, would I roll too?
Sure, if you'd like to.
20.
See the same thing.
I say that we fuck this plan and just go get him.
Yeah, I was gonna say, while she's doing that, I'm gonna start. Once I see like the silhouette, I'm gonna start moving forward to see if I see anything.
I'm just gonna start booking it, I think.
So fuck this plan. We're going in.
Fuck this plan, let's go! Leroy Jenkins!
Jesus.
The final words of a party that's about to get wiped.
Yeah.
Okay.
Send it.
Hold on. Slow it. There's going to be an order of operations here.
Uh-oh.
So.
Oh, can you see?
Me?
Yeah.
Fuck
Oh,
no.
I can,
the only
I
one
can
who
put on my light cantrip if I need to.
You could do that if you want. It is dark.
I
Outside
couldn't
of.
I couldn't remember if I was like the only one who didn't have dark vision or not. That's why the only reason why I asked, because you had the
Nah,
light.
I just
Carly-
go pop and light.
Probably the only ones that can see are me and Kane.
Well, and
Also,
hold on.
I
There
want
is.
to point out, me and Mithrax had the same mouse.
That's great. I don't know what that has to do with the cave, but that's
It has nothing to do
fantastic.
with the cave. I just noticed
In the
it.
middle
I
of
saw his mouse up there.
So as you now the point of clarity too, there is a slight blue light that is kind of behind everything as well. It doesn't shine, but at least you could see a direction. Although you won't be able to see any of the details around you or whatnot. You know what I mean? Nevertheless, are you popping the light or no?
I'm popping a light. Let there be light, bitches.
Okay.
Going.
So who else is running down the hallway out of curiosity?
I was stepping around the corner of the hallway just to see if I could see anything.
Okay, why don't you put your tokens kind of roughly in reference to where you are as Thalia kind of begins to, for lack of a better explanation or word, as she begins to charge in.
That's kind of where I think Asher would be.
Okay.
Yep. That like.
Sorry, did you?
Wait. When I see her start taking off, I'll be like, "Oh shit," and follow after her.
Okay. And were you saying that?
Side note, out of character, Thalia, did you use your light again, or is it still dark for?
Yes,
for
I'm
me?
using my light in order to
Okay,
run.
that's
It's
all.
like on
that's
my
all I wanna
forehead
check.
pointing forward.
You're good. That's all I want to check, so I know if I can see or not. So in character, Myth's going to just kind of see Thalia's light kind of go back up and just follow suit and push forward.
All right. Sorry, I'm trying to see. Your light cantrip is 30 feet, right?
Let me check it. I'll ping it in the chat.
I think it was 40 feet.
I don't think it's 40 feet. That's not thaumaturgy. Or that is thaumaturgy. We want that one. That one. There we go.
Yeah, it's
20
40
foot
feet.
radius, and then dim light for an additional 20.
It's basically a torch.
Yep, your head is a torch.
Boom.
So Asher will be staying 50 feet behind Thalia.
45 feet.
Just enough to be
There's
outside
the
of that.
sun.
Did
You
just
ain't that
say
bright.
The sun.
I
Praise
mean,
the
it
sun.
doesn't need to be to scale, but just to give you an idea of what we're working with here. Once again, this map is not to scale. It just kind of is what it is at the moment. So just to give you an idea of where your light is currently, like, in the proximity of, right? So,
Yeah.
Reen, are you moving? Oh, you did move. Okay, good.
Yep.
Okay, so as soon as your light cantrip pops on, you don't see your light. Unfortunately, doesn't go as far as like where the vines are, as far as one of those landmarks things are. But you're charging forward, and you hear thoop, thoop, thoop. What's your AC?
Thoop, thoop, thoop. My AC?
Yeah.
18.
Oh wow. You hear thoop, 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 and as you're charging, they hit your armor, blink, 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 but they shatter on impact. Are you continuing
I keep
to
going,
move forward?
baby. Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna say your full movement. Once again, we're just using as reference. Your full movement is right about here.
Can I be dashing?
Sure.
I think this is a fucking charge to battle.
That's perfectly
Dahlia's
fine.
tired of all this fucking
He's
sneaking
charging.
around.
We
Dahlia's
always need to be
running down
charging,
the
right?
cave in full
Fuck all
metal,
types of stealth.
screaming at the top of her lungs.
Okay. So
No, I don't scream. I just charge. Dead stare forward.
here's
Full intimidation.
this is not a full scaled map, so we're just using this once again
Yeah.
as just
Okay.
reference and order of operation.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
No, yeah, we're taking into consideration that you guys still have your own agendas here. You are moving forward and whatnot. But Thalia is clearly kind of leading this charge. So here's the next order of operations. As your light just gets before, once again, landmark. So your light and cantrip is now like just before those vines that Asher saw before. Once again, as far as landmarks are concerned, and you see black. Your lights just go out.
Oh, okay. I'm carrying on forward, not stopping.
Okay. Where's everybody else at in this context? Give me, like, how far behind is everybody on Thalia? And this is where square footage comes into play.
I'm gonna keep up as best as possible. So I probably started 20 feet behind.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
I
you want to
guess-
just stay 20.
Keep 20
Yeah,
feet
I would-
behind.
I guess I would be roughly 20 feet as well, just outside the light as he started running before we did, or I did.
Asher's staying outside the light since that's where he's safe.
Currently,
Shaking his head.
Okay, so as obviously the darkness spell was used here, right? So you know the walls are narrower here as you get closer. It's like a funnel. I wouldn't say funnel. It just narrows out here, so it's like 5 to 10 feet, right, at this point as far as width is concerned. And you're hauling ass, doing your thing. You don't feel another volley of anything, but you're still running forward. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, you get to the other end of the darkness spell. Like you just exited that sphere, and immediately, why don't you actually do me a favor? Give me an acrobatics just for flavor's sake. All right, with a 16. So you're able to maintain your balance and everything, right? So, but under your speed and the weight of your armor, so you exit the shell of this darkness spell, and those vines are kind of in front of you. And as you begin to kind of
Shit.
as you begin to kind of, bat contact with these vines, just a moment. I have to set my scene. Okay, where was I? Oh yeah, map.
Secret tunnel.
Okay, so
But it's not
Being a
secret.
everyone throw your tokens on the map, and I will fix you up to the locations that you are. I heard 20 feet was Reen, so I'm going to place Reen, and then you guys can, fairness, that whole legitimate sort of scenario, just place your tokens where you would be within.
Does Asher see the
If
darkness
everybody
bubble?
else is there.
Hold on, no. I
Is
already
this-
placed you, Thalia. I already placed you because
Is this?
I know
Oh,
where the vines are.
Gotcha. Okay.
Where's the darkness bubble at?
Actually, that's a great fucking question. Just a moment. 60-foot range. What is it's 15 foot.
And Thalia, you still have your light up, right?
Yes.
Okay. So all that's going to come into play on where the hell Asher's at.
15-foot radius. There you are. Oh, that's not the one I wanted. Don't.
Now that song goes in my head. God damn it.
All right, 15-foot radius, and he just pushed through it.
Oh, that would put
There
two
we
of
go.
us actually running through it at the moment. Okay.
Perfect. Asher's going to stop right before it.
All right, so first things first. Now back into the scene. What happens is the following. As your armor banks and bangs into these vines, they don't feel like vines. They're solid in nature, but after you hit them, they begin to vibrate almost immediately. Now, the thing is that this happens so fast that off the top, you didn't even recognize what just happened, but out of the sides, where are you?
I thought that was the. Oh shit! What the fuck is that? The hell are you? Oh, I know what that is.
So,
That's
these,
what I think it is.
as you're running through, you hit these vines, when these vines are actually, good night, baby, I love you. These vines are actually antennae. And this creature just lurches out at you. It's only going to take one solid bite. It bursts out of the wall as if it just cut through the rock like butter.
Like butter.
Like butter. With a 25 to hit.
Jesus.
You feel...
Yeah, it hits.
You feel 17 points of slashing damage rake across your armor. This creature's eyes glow an amazing shade of red, and you feel this gaze just piercing towards you. And that's where we're going to roll initiative, folks, and that's where we're going to take our 10-minute break.
Fuck. Oh my god.
Woo!
So you can go ahead and update your initiatives and whatnots, and then we'll be back and good to go. Let's call it 9 o'clock on the hour.
Initiative include needs to be red, correct?
Correct.
Okay, so I think I got it. Not sure, but I think I got it.
Mind you, everybody else, you wouldn't have seen it, but you would have heard like an explosion of rock, like the fucking Kool-Aid man. Oh yeah, just coming out of the wall.
I'm pretty sure Athalia screamed too.
That's perfectly cool with me. All right, I'll see you guys in 10 minutes.
Okay. Fuck.
So what do we learn about Leroy Jenkins, isn't it?
The same thing we
it's
should have learned the
always a
last
good
time we
idea.
did it.
Hey, it worked great last time.
No,
When did
no,
we
it did
last
work
time?
great last time.
When did we do that the last time?
Hey, let's stay in the village and defend it for the orc army.
Yeah, I mean, hey, we tried.
I
It was
mean,
a living
we rescued the person we came to rescue. We should have just put the halfling and the kids and the old people up on their shoulders and booked it out of the village.
Yeah.
Coulda, woulda, shoulda. This is awesome. I like shit like this.
So
I mean,
what I'm thinking.
wrong. It's fun shit. It's exciting shit. But I'm talking from hindsight being 2020.
Yeah. There's a lot of
This is
stuff
what
we
we
could do
should have
different.
done.
So,
So-
hindsight here. Anyone see the Tower of Figures earlier?
No, I
The
didn't.
what?
Oh, or earlier I had all of our models stacked in one giant tower.
Oh, I didn't see
Before,
that.
so,
Yeah, and then
before
I
someone
messed it up
set
for
them
you.
all. Yeah, you were the one who made them grow. Damn it!
Yep, that was me. So, you know that scene in A New Hope where Han
No, I
and
don't.
Chewie
Mm-hmm.
run down the hallway screaming,
Mm-hmm.
Nope.
Yeah.
and then they proceed to run back after they encounter the wall of fucking stormtroopers?
Yeah.
That's what I think I'm gonna do. Because 17 damage hurts real bad. In fact, let me
Yeah.
put that into
Aren't you at half health
perspective
now?
for you. I am well over half health right now, and the Umber Hulk is gone now. I fucked it up.
What?
Oh yeah,
What is
you're
Umber-
under half
I
health.
managed. I
I'm gonna
killed
get some
that.
water.
There we go.
Fuck.
So
Or no, you're
I
1 point above half.
yeah, it's not a great situation.
You got rickety wrecked.
Yeah, I did. There, that's where I'm at.
Fuck.
Yeah. And I'm not excited to fight this thing right now, especially if it's not alone.
Yeah. I told you not to run into the vines.
You didn't tell me anything. I just went for it, and you were back there. I don't know what the fuck you said.
I told you there were vines.
Just saying. You told me but you didn't say they triggered fucking
I
Umber
didn't know you
Hulks.
were-
Why the fuck did
After
they get
seeing
away
the-
from the Umber Hulks and we didn't?
So I could make an answer for that, but that also then ruins it, as far as like
Yeah, I know.
Story
I
time.
know.
Yeah, I don't even know what a fucking Umbral Hulk is.
Yeah, you
this
are in the
thing.
beautiful innocent part where you're
Yeah.
ignorant, not to actually just play the character. No, you're ignorant just because you don't know what it is, which just
Yeah.
falls into the lore and RPing it beautifully.
All right, the
Well, the
only thing I know about D&D monsters are like goblins and their and orcs and like all the different goblin subclasses or subraces, and then dragons. Like I learned what the fuck a beholder was last night.
Oh shit. That must have been a good time for you.
I knew what a beholder was, but I didn't know what it was. You know, like its stats.
You
and
knew what
shit.
it looked like, but you didn't know what.
I knew what it was
up.
because of Xanathar's guide, and like Xanathar is a beholder that has a pet goldfish.
Yeah.
But that's about it.
Oh,
Xanathar is also a big crime boss.
yes, he
Yeah,
is.
I want
He's like
Xanathar as a sugar
Jabba the
daddy,
Hutt, but smart.
right? So, yeah, how
Except
fucked
he-
are we now?
I'm not going to answer that.
It scored a 26 to hit with 17 points of damage, so
No,
that's
it's 25
nasty.
points to hit.
20. Oh yeah, 25.
Yeah.
So that makes me wonder: was that like one off from a crit, or how close to a crit was that?
Oh no, he must have rolled a net. His stats might be different than a normal Umber Hulk.
I don't know.
Because I'm looking at it right now.
I'm just excited to see. Oh, and I know what the block of the cube, gooey cube, gelatinous cube is from watching.
That's a good one.
From watching Critical Role, because they encountered
No
one.
spoilers for Critical Role.
Campaign 2.
No spoilers for Critical Role.
You haven't seen all Campaign 2 either?
I haven't seen all of Campaign 1 yet. I'm still working on it.
Oh shit! See, I didn't watch Campaign 1. I started with Campaign 2.
Oh my god, it's the best one. Campaign 2 is okay, but everybody's
I didn't know about
so
it
established in their characters in Campaign 1. It's so good.
I didn't know about it until campaign 2. I didn't know about it until lockdown. That was I was trying to find
Gotcha.
something to watch and do whenever I was unemployed, and that's how I found out about D&D and Critical Role and everything. And that's also where I made Asher. So, but yeah, I now I'm watching campaign 3 and it's fucking cool. And we just lost Myth,
It happened.
so we're all gonna die apparently. Hold on, I'll be right back.
Alright, have fun. Make good choices.
This
Practice safe
sex.
sex.
What all I miss?
Do you know about Umber Hulks?
I know about
outside of
them.
game. Okay. I'm pretty sure it rolled a really, really good attack roll on me. That's what I know.
Where'd Hector go?
He went to go do something.
Okay. I just had to close and reopen Discord on my end.
If I could donate my bandwidth, I would. I really would.
Oh no, for me is I went to go open something else up on my phone, and a video started playing, and my phone's service with it doing a hotspot for my laptop freaked the fuck out. I had to close Discord to save it at the time.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So one thing that I love using as a DM is the Cadaver Collector and the Cave Fisher.
I love the purple worm.
Purple Worm's fun. What else?
Purple worm's fun.
I have a campaign where basically a bunch of cultists summoned a demonic purple worm, but the party stopped them, but not quite in time. So the purple worm got summoned, but it was a baby purple worm.
Okay.
I'm back.
Did they raise it?
Well, the druid in the
Ride
party
it into
convinced
battle.
them to try to. It then disappeared overnight, and I now have this purple worm turning into a Hellion to be the BBEG for the campaign now because they left the purple worm alive.
Rookie mistake.
Yep.
Uh-oh, the fog starts rolling in around us, guys. It's a foggy tunnel.
And all of a sudden we're playing Curse of Strahd.
Good sir. What are you talking about?
Boom!
It is
Strahd just appears right
rainy
in front of us. It's like, hey guys.
I
Thalia
want
looked
to
pretty
that
hot
module
today.
so bad.
Oh
Not
my god,
like
I got
Curse
the
of Strahd once.
I have the
Curse of
thingy.
Strahd.
I have the thingy.
What thingy? It looks like
The
you're giving that
thingy.
man a purple nurple right now.
The thingy, man. The thingy.
Yeah, I got that.
It's so good.
Is that like the whole collector's thing of Curse of Strahd?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like
Isn't it
$100, but it was so fucking worth it. It was so cool.
How much did
Just
you pay
one
for it?
book or
It's the book. It's got like these postcards that you're supposed to send out to other people to have them come play in the module with you.
Yeah.
It's got a tarot deck, or the Taraka deck,
That's
and
right, yeah.
they're all like foily, so not like the old Taraka deck. It's all foily and nice and cool. It's
Ooh,
got a
I'm
cool
worried about
stat
that.
block of Strahd in it. That also, like when you open it up for the first time, it has Strahd resting in his coffin. This right here. Oh, you can't see it. There you go. You can't see it very well, but it's just him resting inside the coffin because it's coffin shaped, and it's got a version of the book. It's got all the creatures in a separate book, followed by the rulings on the Taraka deck. It's got all of the handouts, like all the letters and stuff that you find throughout the thing. It's just so cool. Best purchase of 2021.
The fuck is that shit, Mithrax, you just sent me?
The first one is the Cadaver Collector. The other one is the Cave Fisher.
Don't spoil his fun. He's gotta encounter these things naturally.
Yeah, man. You're gonna take the excitement out of it.
The Cadaver Collector looks like a Chaos Knight from Warhammer 40k.
It kind of is.
Also, by the way, stats were Strahd on the back.
Yeah. The huge fucking stat block.
Yeah, so yeah, it comes with the book, the Taraka deck, but most importantly is the DM screen, because the DM screen is a map of Barovia on the DM side.
Nice.
And it has a map of the Strahd's castle on it too, right?
Yeah, which is like one of the most best dungeons they have ever made.
I just want to see what the fucking Umbral Hulk does because it looks scary and awesome, and I want one.
It does 17.
No, you don't want one.
Whatever damage.
You do not.
It's just a misunderstood puppy.
It does
No.
17 damage.
No, it's not.
I'm sure that's all you need to know.
Puppy.
It's a giant beetle that wants to eat you.
Listen, it's a bug puppy, and that angry dragon from Fizzbands is just a slime puppy.
You know, I have a question. What the fuck happened to that baby cat that we had?
I totally forgot about that until you brought it up.
Wait, we had a baby cat?
I totally forgot about that.
Yeah, the kitten.
I've been wondering about that forever, and I haven't asked because I was like, is it just like not here anymore?
I totally forgot about that. With everything going on, I forgot about it.
Yeah, that thing's dead, dude. You should have sold it.
Well, hold on. Wait. It hasn't been that long since y'all
It hasn't been that long.
It's been like
that we're
3
supposed
days, dude.
Yeah, not to mention we're supposed to be giving it like milk
it's just
every
dead
couple
in your
hours.
hood.
Yeah,
it's just sitting in your hood, dead.
That it was in or something. I don't even remember. I completely forgot about that.
You had it in a little pouch, like you had like a little carrier.
Your thing, yeah. Fuck.
You're gonna have to ask Frog on that one.
Now I do remember before we had our long rest, you did feed it. Before we had our last long rest.
At the cabin.
At the cabin, and the thing needed food every 6 hours or so.
Yeah, I completely fucked.
It's been hours. It's
not to mention after we left the cabin, we fell off the
Frog
cliff,
is nice.
and then when we landed back in the city, we changed our gear.
Yeah,
just left it in the gear. Oh my god!
It's in the fucking dwarven armory right now. If it's still alive.
The mountain and everything and all that, I completely forgot all about it.
Hold on, let me think of something real quick here. So last time you fed it officially was at the cabin.
Yeah.
Hold on, let me just give me a minute. Let me think here.
We've taken at least one long rest between now and then.
I'm gonna do it by death saves. So 1 second. So I'm gonna say 1, 2. Let's just say 3. I'll give it 4 death saves, and I will roll those in open, in order.
Man.
Oh. Yeah.
That's gonna. I'll let that reset the previous.
Fuck. This ain't looking good for it.
Ooh.
That was 4 rolls, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but I thought you said
it has
the
2
the
death
20
saves.
would reset the.
It has 2 death saves currently.
So
Where is it?
Yeah. Would it still be on Asher's person?
Yeah, that's where you left it. As far as I'm aware, you had it. You mentioned that when you skydove into the town, you made a very clear statement stating that you were going to make sure it was tucked into this like little cat hammock that you made
against me. Yeah. So yeah, because I forgot all about it. Shit.
All right, cool. All right, guys. I believe everyone's here. Fate, you back?
Yep.
All right, guys. Everyone should have their initiatives cocked in and ready to go. Let me turn the snow off. I don't know why it's snowing in the cave. So
Ears
buttons.
of the baby cat.
All right, here we go, guys. Combat starting in 3, 2, 1. All right. After the initial surprise round on the we're missing somebody.
Oh shit, that's me. That's me. Hold on.
I
No.
did fuck up.
Now you're not. Now you're not in combat, Fate. Way to go.
Fate's too busy taking a deuce in the darkness.
Jesus.
He's been called
2
worse.
nat 20s.
Oh wow, look at that shit.
2 nat 1s followed by 2 nat 20s.
All right. Reen, what is your dexterity modifier? And Kane, what is your dexterity modifier?
2.
+2.
Both of 2. Kane, odds or evens?
Odds.
Evens. Reen will go first. All right. So, as you hear this, and the sound of what sounds maybe like metal on metal scraping, a shout in fear or startledness that is a recognizable voice of Thalia. You don't hear it, but you start to see. Oh fuck it! I'll use the fog for this. You start to see, and like rock dust begins to kind of fill the area in this cave. Thalia, just give me a quick perception check here, just to see something.
That was a cry of pain and surprise. Just for everybody's knowledge.
Let me know when you got that perception, Thalia.
Oh, I'm sorry.
All right.
Alright, that's
All right.
that.
Clearly focusing on the new looming threat. Reen, you are first.
Gonna run right up, dude.
You
You're in
can't.
the
Can he
All
see it?
darkness. Yeah, you don't
I
see
mean-
it.
I can't see it. Where's
can't
your
get
light?
We're both in a sphere of darkness.
You're in the sphere of darkness right now.
Yeah, and we can't get
That's
out
why
of it.
my light went off suddenly, and then as soon as I exited it, this Umber Hulk happened. But you
And
guys can't see
technically-
anything happening.
Technically, your light is currently on right now, just on this side of the darkness sphere.
Does it blind it?
We'll find out.
Okay.
I'm just gonna go. If it's darkness, I just kind of creep up forward, and then I would in a straight line. Then I'd bump into Thalia. I'd be like, "What's going on?"
Thalia says, "Do I know what it is? Can I call it by name in character?"
Do you happen to have knowledge of Underdark stuff?
I mean, I know Undercommon. I feel like I would have at least some knowledge about
I'll tell you what.
the things that are in the Underdark.
Roll a nature. If it's above a 10, I'll say yes.
Nope. This is a big ass bug.
What direction?
Can I feel him? Is he like?
He
did
bumped
bump
into you.
me?
You know he's right next
Grab
to you.
him. I grab him and pull him out of it. It's like, there.
Reen, you get your head poked out enough that you could see outside of the sphere briefly, and then retreat back into your square there. But you would see that, at least the location of that monstrosity.
All right, I have the swing angle right where I'm standing right now to poke him. Right.
I'll let you swing at him. It'll be a disadvantage because you're technically still in the darkness. But yes, I'll let you swing at him.
Yeah, disadvantage. Poke him.
Absolutely. With an 11, your blade slams into this creature, and it goes, blink! Would that be your turn?
That's my turn.
All right, Kane, you are up, brother.
Well, Kane's like, well, crap. And starts moving. Well, hold on. I was right here.
Yeah, make sure you guys, because I took the grid off for the snapping, so just be mindful of your measurements, please.
Like, okay, that's 6 squares from where, 5 squares from where I was, and that seems 35 feet.
Yes, you're absolutely right. Just a moment. It's all right. Count your squares for now. Keep on going.
Okay. Well, that's where I run into rain. I'm gonna keep moving forward, and yeah, I'll just use double move to kind of get on the other side so I can see. And then I'm like, oh, ugly. So, yeah, and all right. What? Let me see if I can do this real quick. Where is it?
Did it claw me, Frog, or did it?
It mandibled you.
As
Gotcha.
that, and then I'll use my bonus action to cast Hex on it.
Okay. You go ahead and do so. I think that's it. Does that automatically happen, or is that a wisdom save? I forgot.
It just happens.
All right. Be good and just make sure to remember there's a hex on that little bitch. Would that be your turn?
Yep, and I'll put Hex in the.
Beautiful. Thank you. Thank you. Asher, you're up.
I can't see shit or do much. I guess I'm gonna move. Well, it's first round of combat. I've got 40 feet of movement.
Also, that it is has disadvantage on strength-based checks. So.
Okay.
I'm gonna move to just up here by Myth,
Okay.
and because I can't see, and it was 20 feet. So yeah, I'm gonna pop out right here behind Thalia, and then I'm gonna take my longbow shots at it.
Okay. Go ahead.
And actually, I am gonna cast. No, I'm not gonna cast anything yet. I'm just gonna take my longbow shots.
Make it happen.
17.
A 17 as your arrow briefly flies. You see your arrow shatter over the hard carapace of this creature. Its mandibles go.
All right. Then I'm gonna use the Dread Ambusher ability to attack again.
Go ahead.
15.
Your second arrow misses and slams into the solid rock wall behind it, shattering again.
Yeah, that's all my movement and everything I can do.
All right. I totally missed the Umber Hulk's turn, didn't I? Who will
Yeah,
go
yeah.
right now? The Umber Hulk. What's up? You got something?
No.
Okay. Umber Hulk. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Asher.
Yes, sir.
Give me a charisma saving throw.
Awesome. 7.
Okay. When a creature. All right, hold on. Let me fully make sure. On a fail. Roll me a d8.
3. I rolled it in roll 20.
Yeah, I saw it. I'm just making sure I'm doing. I don't want to fuck you here because this could be bad.
It's on. It would have been on Asher's start of his turn because his 3 does nothing in this context.
Yeah, correct. I understand. But this
Okay,
also would have
okay.
transpired in that order anyway.
Yeah.
How fucked am I?
Not that bad actually. I just want to make sure I'm doing this correctly here. Okay, I guess he just stays put, doesn't he? All right, cool. Then go ahead. I'm sorry.
Oh, so nothing happened to me?
So basically, since you're on a failed, so the creature can't take any reactions until the start of your next turn,
Okay.
and rolls a d8 to determine what it does during that turn. On a 1 to 4, the creature does nothing. On a 5 or 6, the creature takes no action, but uses all of its movement to move in a random direction. On a 7 or 8, the creature makes one melee attack against a random creature, or it does nothing if no creature is within reach.
Okay. And is this every turn I have to make a save? Or...
I would say it's whatever. It's whenever he stares at you.
Okay,
So,
I don't know anything about them, so
yeah,
this
yeah,
is
yeah.
all new to me.
It's not something I use often either. But you're good for now. So nothing happened. You rolled a 3. So
Okay, cool.
let's go ahead then. And I honestly should have used that on a different target for this turn, but it's not a big deal. It will. Ooh, what will it do? What will it do? Okay, here's what it's gonna do. It's gonna take a claw attack at King.
Okay.
21 to hit.
Hit.
Why did you move outside of my 5-foot radius? Why'd you do that?
He reaches past, and here's the interesting thing, right? So as this creature takes its arm to do this massive swing, it actually hits into the wall behind it, and you just see it cut through the rock to make that hit, and it slashes across your body armor for 7 slashing damage. It will attempt to follow up with a mandible to bite you. An 11 doesn't do it, as it kind of goes to bite you right on your head area, but you kind of duck under it, holding your blade ready for your next attack. Then Asher went. So Myth, you're up, and I think we just disconnected on Myth, so he will hold action until he gets back. Thalia, you're up.
So I don't make the save right now?
No, it's he does it on his turn.
Are you sure?
I'm sorry, it's everyone who can see the creature on your turn.
When it starts its turn within 30 feet of the
Yep.
Ember Hall.
Yep.
Yeah.
So you're absolutely right. I misread it as well. So yeah, you're good to
Yeah,
go.
I didn't want to overstep my boundaries,
No,
but
you're
I was
good.
reading is like that's not how that works.
Yeah, no, you're good. So yeah, if you're 30
Okay.
feet, you're right. I'm sorry. It's
Just fuck
basically
Thalia.
so basically, what's happening is his eyes they're bright red and they're bad.
They're bright red and they're bad. All right, that's not good. So I need to roll a d8.
Yep.
Okay.
Ooh, a
okay.
5. You do something.
Move in a random direction.
Okay, roll.
Use all my movement to ram into a random direction.
Yep, and the random direction is going to be a D100 based off of a compass. So let's just say, fuck it. Let's just say that's the compass. Go ahead and roll a D100. A 66 would put you sort of in the southwesty sort of way.
And that's the orientation of the compass, so I'm moving
Yeah.
this direction.
Correct.
And I go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Yep, just your full movement back into the darkness, which would
Okay.
leave your light cantrip is still on, but the
Yeah.
people that are blind in that area would not be seeing the Ember Hulk right now.
Okay.
Myth, you back yet?
Oh, he just disconnected again.
Motherfucker. We can do a whole round. We'll just have him jump in, and then we'll do something here. Reen, you're up.
Alrighty. Well, step on out. Oh shit! Look what we got here, boys.
Yeah, I just ran past you. Just zoop.
Sending.
Go ahead. Damn, Fate. Roll 3d6 for me, Chief.
D8.
No. He didn't start his turn in
Oh,
invisible.
oh, okay. Gotcha.
A 9 Fate was the first one. Roll me a dexterity saving throw, please. Okay, you keep your footing. However, you do wind up, there's like a loose rock as you come out of the darkness, and it kind of rolls your ankle slightly. You are incapable of moving for the rest of this turn, but you do not fall prone as you maintain your balance. And you kind of biff it. So you go to swing and just kind of, you do one of those things.
Lovely. I'm gonna action surge. I'm just gonna throw it again.
You say again?
I said I'm action surging. I'm gonna send it again.
Absolutely. You try to regain your composure, and you swing again with your longsword, and it hits the arm of this creature, making a spark fly off as if you were swinging at stone. Would that be your turn?
Yep, that's the turn.
Okay. Looks like Myth is having connection problems. I'm going to, because I don't want you to be denied his stuff, because it could help. So I will kind of autopilot him, if that's okay with you guys.
Sure.
I know it's supposed to be Kane next, but look, he messaged me. He said he's having connection problems. So I think Myth would attempt something along the lines of moving in here, and trying to lightning. Yeah, no, let's do lightning cannon, point blank. Which wouldn't have done anything as the electricity kind of disperses over the carapace of this creature. He doesn't have multi-attack, does he?
No,
Umberhawk? Yeah,
Artificers-
it does.
No, I'm talking about Myth.
Oh.
No, Artificers don't get extra attack until level 5.
All right, good. I just want to make sure I'm playing his character to the best of my ability. All right, cool, man. Which now takes us to Kane. Sorry about that, Kane.
Okay, so I need to make a save, right?
Yes, you're within 30 feet and you're looking straight into his eyes.
All right. So, what kind of save is it?
Charisma.
Joy. Nope.
Wow.
All right. Roll that beautiful D8.
Yes, sir.
5.
With a 5, you roll a D100, please.
75.
75 off of the north. You're going to head straight west to all your movement. If you hit the wall, follow the wall.
Okay, so
You're like, ah, ah, ah!
okay, so that's west.
You're basically right on the square over here. There, I'll help you out. You're right.
Yeah.
You're right here.
Okay.
And that would be...
Take the wheel.
Yep, that'll be your turn, buddy. Sorry. Yeah, wow. And you take no action. That kind of fucking sucks. That shit blows. Umber Hulk is next. Who is recovering from the swing to his arm ring and will return fire with 2 claw attacks as it kind of comes back at the same time. Whack! Trying to kind of clap. With a 24 and a 13, the left arm hits. Slashes across for 7 damage, and then its head comes down as if it wants to bite you with its mandible. Its giant beak mandibles for 18 to hit. Is that a hit for you? I think it's a hit, right?
Who's a hit attacking?
He's attacking
You, Reen.
Oh, 18, yeah, 18 hits.
You feel the mandibles start to crush down on your armor for 10 slashing damage. So that would be 17 in total, Reen.
What was the? So it was 7, and what was the other one?
7 and 10. 17 total.
But 2 hits, so -6, so 11 damage.
The creature... You know what? No, the creature's staying put. Asher, you're...
Do I need to do a charisma save again, or can
Yep.
I like?
Every time you start and you see its eyes.
Can I avert my gaze from its eyes?
Yeah, it's a strategy. Go ahead.
Will that help any?
One way to find out.
I'm saying I still got to make the save regardless.
No, it specifically says rules is written, and I'm not going to try to force you to do it, but it says here, when the creature starts within 30 feet of the Umber Hulk and is able to see the Umber Hulk's eyes.
But it says a creature can avert its eyes to avoid the saving throw at the start of its turn.
That's what I was alluding to.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
Okay, then yeah, I'm gonna not look at its eyes. And
Okay. How do you wish to avert your eyes?
I'm gonna look down at its feet,
Okay.
where I'm not looking at its eyes, and try and move. Fuck, hitting this thing is hard. I feel like we need to fall back. And so I'm going to do like my other party members, thinking that they had just, clear heads. And I'm going to run. 30 feet to right there.
Okay.
And yelling, run! And that'll be my turn.
All right, Myth, are you back yet?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Can you
Yes.
hear us?
Yes, but I have no visuals, and I don't know what was just happening
Is
up till
someone
me just
able?
now connecting and hearing Asher say "run."
Are you able to see a stream?
Right now I don't think so, as my service where I'm at right now just kind of took a shat.
Okay,
Give,
so
give me a sec, see if I can't pull it up though.
no, I meant not my stream. If somebody was to stream for you, a party member, because I have stuff that you're not supposed to be seeing.
I could probably do it.
Thank you, sir.
I don't know how to do that though.
In Discord, at the bottom left, you'll see screen with a little arrow in it.
Mm-hmm.
Click on it and it'll say share my screen, and then it'll give you what window you want to share.
I just went live with it.
Okay.
Myth, you should be able to see my feed of it. I've got it pointed at your character.
Yeah, hello.
Yep, we hear you.
Right.
You're face to face with it.
Well, he can't see it. You can't
Yeah.
see it, Myth, but you know something's there. You fired a shot at it, and I don't know if you know it hit or not.
Can you see my stream, Myth? This is only the first time I've ever shared.
Can you even hear us?
Okay, so I'm just going to take creative liberties here because I don't want to put too much time waiting here. So
Yeah.
Myth is he's just going to send it and keep it trying. Actually, fuck it. Myth is actually going to rotate around because I think Myth would do that. And probably take a step back as well. And he will fire his gauntlet because that's the smart thing to do. Oh, wow. With a 24, you see Myth's gauntlet fire this bolt of lightning right into its abdomen area. For fucking, what is that, 14 damage? My lord. Boom! As it kind of flashes. In fact, Reen, you don't see in the dark, so you see this bolt of lightning. You see the Umber Hulk just for a brief moment. After the light goes away, you just see two red eyes glowing in front of you.
Frog, did you see his message in general?
I did not. Please read it to me.
It says, I'll fire lightning if I can see at it, but if we're all running, I'll follow.
Roger that. Cool. All right. That would be Myth's turn. Thalia.
Okay. Thalia is going to attempt... Can I, would it be an insight check to determine what made me just run that way? Because I don't know if it's fear or if it's just, compelling me to do that.
I will say it's going to be... I'm going to say you know that you were looking into its eyes when you felt compelled to do so. To me, that's a given because you're in combat.
So then I would like to avert my eyes.
Correct. You're in the darkness, so you're averted.
Yeah.
You don't have to do any
but
roll.
I'm thinking this over, and I'm gonna avert my eyes. I've got my helmet on, which has a really thin visor. So I'll just put the top of the visor down below where I think its eye level is, and Are we running, or are we? Because I kind of want to go back and try to smack it again.
Everyone that ran was pretty much forced movement for the most part, except for Asher.
Yeah. Asher thought y'all had good sense to run away whenever we were bouncing off of it.
Did you say run?
I yelled run. And then took off.
Okay. I'm still going to keep my eyes kind of averted and down. But I think I'm going to back up out of it, say right here.
Okay.
And I'm going to try and guard people as they try to run out. If it follows, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, absolutely.
So yeah, I'm staying 20 feet, or I'm staying 10 feet out of the dark vision, so I have some time to react. And then, yeah, I'm gonna say, everybody move back.
All right.
Avert your eyes if you can.
100%, and you do so. At the top of round 3, boop, the darkness bubble evaporates.
That was cool.
Reen, you're up.
Why is everybody running away?
Reen, give me a charisma saving throw. Roll me a d8.
Can you see the blood? I'm assuming it like tore right through my fucking armor.
With a 1, it says here on a 1, the creature does nothing. So you, you just stand there and take it. Damn, Fate, you got some pretty bad luck today, buddy. That would be Reen's turn. Kane.
Well, since Kane's back's currently turned away from the Umber Hulk, and Kane will use a bonus action to form the storm around his sword,
Okay.
and dealing 1 damage to himself. Boop. Okay, I'll have to take care of that later. Then he'll move up to the creature. And fall over. No.
It's much easier if you turn your viewpoint a little bit more of a god view.
Yeah. And
Come
he's
on,
gonna attack it.
Make
So-
it happen. You're not in the darkness. But are you averting your eyes?
I started off with my back turned towards it, but yeah, I'm
Okay.
averting my eyes because I heard Thalia say it and
Yep.
all that.
100%. So these will be disadvantaged.
Okay. 14.
A 14. Blink as your blade hits off its hard carapace.
Okay,
Would that be your turn?
that'll be my turn.
The Umber Hulk would go next as he sees Reen kind of just chilling there. We'll take the easy kill with 2 claws and a mandible, Reen. 21-10. Oh my god, nat 20. The claw for 21 hit you for 9 slashing damage as the first claw carves right into you. You try to use your shield to block it, and you see the Umber Hulk claws kind of slide into your shield, and it pushes it against you where its claws start to kind of dig into you. It then kind of uses that shield, pulls you in a little bit, and tries to lean down and try to bite you with those mandibles, which was a nat 20, unfortunately. Wow. So as this creature's pulling you in and it bites into you, it actually bites you like perpendicular. So like the left side of the mandibles on your chest, the right side of the mandibles like in between your shoulder blades, and it begins to like squeeze in. It slides in through your armor. You feel it puncture both sides and slide in 1 to 2 inches on either side. You feel a pop, maybe a crack rib or something like that, and it's bad news bears. 27 damage slashing. As you begin to struggle and wiggle away after it bit you, it realizes that it's not a completely incapacitated target. It lets you go for the moment. Would that be your turn? Yes, it would. Asher, you're up.
I still looking at this thing's nipples, so that way I don't have to make throws against it. I'm gonna cast Hunter's Mark on it.
Okay.
Put that in check. Well, that's not what I want. That's what I want.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna take a longbow shot at it.
Make it happen. Disadvantage, please. The suspense is killing me.
17.
A 17, so close, but clack! Your arrow shatters over it.
Can I ask why I was at disadvantage?
Because you're not purposely looking at it directly.
I'm looking at its nipples, just not its eyes.
You're going to tell me your peripheral vision wouldn't see its eyes?
feel like if you're looking down enough, you can still see something without seeing its face.
It's a disadvantage shot.
Okay.
And clack as it shatters. Would that be your turn?
Yeah, I guess I'm just gonna stay here until the rest of the group either moves into fight or runs.
All right, Myth, who's still AFK, will take the Thunder Gauntlets. Actually, no, he's not. He's going to do a Charisma save first. And what's the DC on that shit? It is 15, motherfucker. Wow, this Umber Hulk's doing more damage than I was hoping. 8. 6 is a run, isn't it?
6 is a run, yes, in a random direction.
All right, 32 off of that is northeast as he begins to haul ass at his movement.
Oh God.
Deeper in,
Bitch.
where there are more vines down the hallway, by the way. Okay, that takes care of that. Thalia, you're up.
I'm gonna avert my eyes again. Because I have to do that.
Yeah, I think it's understood that everyone's just not looking directly at his eyes, which is going to
Okay.
make your accuracy a little off, hence a disadvantage.
Okay. Hold on. Hold on, I'm reading a spell here. Never mind. I see it attack Reen.
Oh, yeah.
Or-
Well, it'll be dim, but I'm pretty sure you could put 2 and 2 together.
Yeah, I've still got my light on. Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah. I see it do something. I'm sure Reen made some sort of noise.
I would see it. I'd yell at it. Attacked Reen.
Okay.
my dark vision.
If I move to this square in between Kane and Reen here, I would still be able to hit it, right?
100%.
Oh, I can't move to that, can I? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 puts me like right there. Oh God. Thank you. Here, let me try that again. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 puts me right there. I can at least protect Mithrax a little bit. And then I can do nothing. So I've got my light on my head. Does it affect its vision at all?
If you want to roll me, I'll give you an investigation for free.
Okay.
It doesn't appear to be affecting it at all.
Cool. I don't plan on attacking it, so I guess I'm gonna dash to give myself just a little bit more movement so I can be right in between these two guys.
Sure.
And then that's where I'll end my, or no, I want to also, no, I can't because I dashed. What is my channel divinity? As a bonus action, I can bolster the injured creatures with my channel divinity.
Okay.
Each creature of my choice that can hear me within 30 feet of me regains hit points equal to 1d6 plus my charisma modifier, minimum of 1, if it has no more than half its hit points. So, I can't target Reen, but I can target...
No, you can target.
or I can target Reen, I can't target Kane.
Correct.
Can I target myself?
You are considered a creature. I don't see why that wouldn't affect you.
Okay, I think I'm
Why
a
can't
point
you target me?
above half. Because it has to be, you have to be below half, which I can't target myself either, so.
Yeah. It's an E-heal, an emergency heal.
Yeah.
It's a break glass.
So I'm gonna do that, 1d6 plus 1 because that's my mod.
All right, Fate 1d6 plus 1 is
Or-
coming your
Oh,
way.
I was gonna roll it. So it's
Yeah, you are.
Oh, okay. So it's 3 health back up. It's not great, but it's something. And that's my turn.
All right, all right, all right. Top of the round. Reen, you're up. I assume you are now proactively averting your eyes. Or are you taking it like a champ?
I'm gonna avert my eyes.
Okay.
Good.
I'm gonna slide over to here.
Why would you do that? Don't move.
He
What's
wants
the
Why
whole
can't I
point of
move?
me?
he wants his +1.
No, I can protect you at least a little bit if you stay within 5 feet of me.
I can come back still.
Okay.
So now what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna use my shield. I'm gonna put it up towards his head without looking at it, so then I can 100% focus on his body. I'm gonna thrust my sword into his body.
This motherfucker.
So I shouldn't. So that should work around the thing, right?
That's clever. I'll give you an attack that way. That sounds cool. I've never seen that strategy before. Unfortunately, your 14 doesn't quite sink into its carapace as your guys are looking for an 18.
But I'm gonna move back here.
Okay. Kane, you're up.
Okay.
Oh, it would have been a 15, but I don't think that hits either.
No.
Since I'm averting my
Need an
eyes,
18.
I'll go and make my attack at disadvantage and see what happens. Nope.
All right, 12. Yeah, you guys are just bink, bink. You know, unfortunately, accuracy is really struggling here as you're you're trying so desperately not to get affected by its confusing gaze. That takes us to Umber Hulk. Jeez. 1, 2, Kane. 3, 4, Thalia. 5, 6, Reen. That is a Thalia, as this creature reaches beyond the two in front of him to try to get you with a claw and mandible attack. It's a 1-2 claw and a mandible.
Cool.
23, 16, and 20.
2 of those hit. The 16 does not, but the other 2
16
do.
does not. All right. One of the claw reaches around for 10 slashing damage. The mandible doesn't do that much this time around, only a mere 7 as it plinks into your armor. The outside shell of your armor kind of bends a little bit and misshapens.
Motherfuckers.
That would take us to Asher.
Again, I'm gonna yell at my compatriots that we need to fucking run, and then I'm going to move over to here, so I've got a line of sight to it. Again, averting my gaze and trying to shoot the bastard.
Get it, get it, get it.
I have a +8 to this. Hopefully it works.
It's inevitable. The law of averages. There you go.
19.
About
Thank
fucking
you.
time. Whack! As one of your arrows strikes true. Remind you, Hunter's Mark as well.
Yes. So we'll see what the longbow does. 12 points of damage from the
Lord.
longbow. 6, so 5, so 17 points total.
My son just choked me out.
Oh my God.
Sorry. How much was the total damage?
17.
It runs away.
Incredible.
We should run.
This arrow slides like just under its mandibles, and you just see it sink in from like between two hard plates of its carapace. It kind of goes as it just slides right in.
Question, could I... Hold on. Because you can attack as a bonus action with an offhand, right?
Yeah, theoretically.
Checking the range, I'm throwing a dagger. I don't know what the throwing range is on a dagger.
D4.
Pause. Longbow is considered a two-handed weapon.
Oh, yeah, that's right. So I'd have to... Never mind.
If it was like a hand crossbow, I would have given you that opportunity.
Yeah. All right, never mind.
All right, all right. I'm assuming that's good for you.
Yeah, that was all my movement, and I can't cast any spells while I have Hunter's Mark up. So,
All right. Myth, who has regained composure, will shoot twice or once. And the lightning actually reflects off of the Hulk and bounces into the wall with a loud crack. Thalia.
Uh, I tell. Well.
You all right, Thalia?
Do I run or do I try to stay here so that I can at least try to keep people alive?
fondle
You
them.
run,
And
aren't you gonna die?
If I
you can take the
might.
disengage action.
Yeah, I can. Or I can pump a cure wounds into myself or Reen.
Do
In
you
the
not have lay
hopes
on
that they
hands?
run away this time.
Do you have lay on hands?
Yeah, but that's also an action.
Fuck.
All my healing is on action.
You would see, I'm going to just say this. You will see Myth's gauntlet start to sparkle a little bit of a green color. And it looks like there's a swirling energy off of his glove. I know that's not much to go on,
Okay.
but that's what you would see Myth in the process of doing.
Okay, so I see that. I don't know what that means. So Reen was the one I got into the fight with earlier in the town, right?
Yep.
He never apologized.
All
Hey, Reen, you want to make some impromptu apologies at this point?
No, it's too late. Kane, we are leaving, says Thalia. She takes the disengage action, and I'm going back 30 feet. Right there. Right there. And then as a bonus action, I'm going to use my second wind, which gives me 1d10 plus my fighter level, which is 1 still. 5 more points back to me.
I didn't realize you were that low.
I'm really fucking low, yeah. That second attack almost killed me. If the other claw attack had hit me, I would be dead right now. Well, not dead, but unconscious.
Yeah, I got you.
Under Hulk food.
Yep. And is it an action to like pull out my bow and my short bow and
Half movement.
Okay, I already used movement then. Yeah, I'm running away.
All right. Which takes us to the top of round 4. Reen. Feeling the crush.
Yes.
Hold on. Let's reevaluate that. One moment. Boop.
Yep. Oh, but is the creature in the darkness?
No.
Plus, I think you can see in the dark.
Oh, I could see more than just the dark.
All right, so
The thing lives in rocks.
Yeah, it's top base song.
I'm gonna use that disengage action thing that Thalia just did. I'm gonna move away 30. And I'm also going to second wind. What is second wind? You roll a 1d10?
1d10 plus your fighter level. So, like, I'm 1 level into fighter, so +1.
So
We're only level 4 in this campaign?
Correct.
Ooh.
Yes.
You're almost level 5. Would that be your turn?
Can I move one more time?
If you had your action surge.
Yep, I don't. That's
All right.
my turn.
Kane, buddy, take us home.
Question. question.
Yeah.
Can I maneuver my character around to its backside
Of course.
where it can't look at me?
Yeah.
All right. That's what Kane's gonna do. He's gonna circle around the back of it.
I will. Here's how we're going to do it, because there's really no rules for where it's facing per se. So I'm going to say, with the strategy that you're implementing, I would like to flavor text the validity of that statement by a simple DC 10 check of deception. So you're kind of doing that, kind of like that zigzag thing, you know, and trying to get it to not look at you.
Yeah, okay.
So give me a deception just to represent what you're trying to do, and then I will give you a non-disadvantaged attack if you roll over a 10.
Would this deception be using my charisma modifier?
Deception. No, deception is deception. Is it charisma based?
Yeah.
That's charisma.
Oh, then yeah, go ahead then, yeah.
Okay. 14.
Perfect. So I'm going to say that you went, and the creature seems to be looking at everyone running away. It's like, ooh, moving things and light. So, yeah, sure. I'll give you that one round of attack. Go ahead.
Okay. Now,
that was clever.
All right. It still missed.
Fucking A. On its back, you have the whole back carapace open to you, and bink, and it just sparks.
Yep.
Nothing.
Okay.
The creature begins to spin around, feeling where this hit was on his back. It looks right at you, kind of growls.
Kane's going to use the rest of his movement to draw his heavy crossbow.
Okay. I like it. Would that be your turn?
That's going to be my turn, because there's nothing else I can do.
You know what's coming.
Yep.
And it claws. 1, 2 with a mandible. Oh my fucking god.
All nat 20s or nat 1? Fuck. Is that
a 22, a 27, and a 22?
I take it the 27's a nat 20.
No, that's a roll of a 19.
Jesus, that's a +8.
Yeah, dude. And Umber Hulks are no joke.
Yeah.
We need to fucking run.
Okay.
This is actually not that bad. You got lucky on the damage rolls. So 9 slashing, 8 slashing, and then the mandibles chew on you for an additional 13 as you just feel the pressure.
You mean that's not that bad.
He's still standing. That's not bad.
Oh my god.
Okay,
so together it'll be 17
29.
plus 13. No, I think it's a 30, right? 17 plus
29.
13.
30, yeah.
Yeah, it's a flat 30. Yeah.
Yep.
7 plus 3 is 10. There's 2 10s plus the additional 10 is 30.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're back. Okay, yep.
All right. So yeah, and now the mandible itself is pinching onto your arm, and it kind of you're trying to pull back your arm, like let me the fuck go. And that's what's happening there, which brings us to Asher. Now, I am going to give you this because he is currently mandibling him. It would be not fair of me to say that he's looking in your direction. That wouldn't be fair. So he absolutely has his back to you guys right now.
Awesome. Then Asher is going to take a shot at him, not at disadvantage.
Correct. 100%.
Fuck. 22.
Beautiful. It slides right into its like dead center of its back. In fact, a piece of your arrowhead chips off and just makes way for the shaft to just kind of right in.
9 from the air.
9. Beautiful.
Plus 5. Fuck, I'm rolling good for my D6s. So, 14 points of damage total.
Once again, this creature, as you just feel the pain trembling through it, its voice kind of rumbles the air around you.
Frog, you almost went full Zoidberg there.
Yeah.
I don't know what that means, but okay.
You never watched
drama.
Frog? Oh.
I haven't had TV in like 10 years.
I'm going to, again, yell at Kane and Myth to fucking run. And at everyone else to run. Since Asher feels fairly safe of being able to not be seen in the dark. And that's going to be my turn.
All right. Myth, who is currently still glowing green. You see these big chunks of green light as he casts Magic Missile, which is a spell he's had apparently since the beginning and never used.
Armor
Be
artificers
really good in this context.
Kaboom, kaboom, kaboom. That's 8 damage total, slamming into this creature. Like, the green light disperses into this creature. This creature, you see some of the plates on his body start to take a decent amount of damage. Fucking A, what's Myth going to do? He's going to continue to look at the floor, since Magic Missile doesn't use targeting, and he is going to... How would Myth say this? Ready? Oh, shite! I'm coming!
Somehow you sounded Scottish and Hindi at the same time.
Oh, shite! I don't know how this works. But
Oh,
okay.
shite, I'm running.
I don't know what to do.
Thank you, come again.
So that now goes to Thalia.
All right, Thalia goes. Right here. She pulls. Oh no, I don't do that. It's half movement to pull out my short bow, right?
Correct.
Yes.
So 5, 10, 15 right here. Pulls out short bow. Proceeds to short bow the fuck out of this Umber Hull.
Okay. And once again, because it would only be fair, its back is still technically to you.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
And the short bow just kind of clink, clink, clink down the hallway.
Okay. Well, I'm not throwing the short bow. I'm shooting it.
Yeah, the arrow goes clink, clink, clink,
Okay.
clink.
Okay.
Would that be your
The
turn?
short bow. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
He throws the fucking
Oh,
short
yeah,
bow.
draws his short bow and yeets it at the Umber Hulk.
He pulls the arrow back. The arrow still stays in his hand. The bow just flies.
Yeah.
All right, Reen, you're up at the top of round 5.
I'm gonna short bow it as well. Wait for where I'm at.
A 16 doesn't do it, as your arrow right behind Thalia just slides down the hallway, almost slamming into the the roots behind it.
Wait, oh, you and Reen both have short bows?
Yeah. You can see it on
Asher
my
may-
character even.
Asher may need to commandeer some arrows from y'all.
No. These are my arrows.
My main attack is a long bow.
All right,
And I
next
have
really
20
sorry.
arrows.
next up we got Kane.
Gang disengages. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. Huh. Oh.
This doesn't look good, boys.
No, it's not good.
Very, very bad, in fact.
Did we get healing potions from the dwarf?
Nope.
Nope.
I reiterate my other plans, guys. We need to really head back to Miraladar.
Yeah.
Thanks, Asher, for being the great tiebreaker.
I said we needed to go back, and you decided to leave the chickens down the hallway.
All right, would that be
Not
your
my fault.
would that
There
be
were
your turn,
people.
Kane?
Yes, that will be my turn.
Umber Hulk.
Like, get over here. Scorpions in back. Myth.
Myth is fucked.
Yeah, I think Myth is fucked.
No, Myth is not fucked.
One moment here, let me think.
Why does Myth have 20 hit points?
He hasn't updated
He's
his
an artificer.
token.
Oh, okay.
He's got more health than that. He just hasn't upgraded
he's,
his token.
He's got 23 health. I'll update his token.
That's it?
Jesus
Oh
Christ.
my God.
It's about to get one shot.
How does he have
And
23 health?
His AC is 21, though. He's got that going for him.
Yeah.
That's probably why. He's probably just relying on his AC.
He's got a hard. He's a geode. He's got a hard shell, but it really
Two-
sucks.
I have connection.
Yay!
I have
Praise the
Discord
sun.
connection.
Well, you got 30 seconds before I take your action for you.
Just go ahead, because I have no clue what the fuck's going on.
All right. So the
Want me
Umber
to stream
Hulk.
it to you?
The Umber Hulk will begin. He will take his claws and begin to grind at the floor. And you just see, all you see is particles of dirt, dust, and debris, and like just rock dust flying into the air, obscuring lightly the area around it. It quickly goes almost fully out of sight. But what it does do is dig out the floor underneath Myth, as Myth falls directly on top of this Umber Hulk. About 8 feet down.
Jesus.
Fuck. All right, whatever. He's 8 feet down. We could represent that. That's where he is. All right. So after
No
using,
save or anything?
no, this is just the Umber Hulk's movement.
The fuck?
Yeah, dude. Umber Hulk's literally and out of character. Umber Hulk's cut through rock like a hot knife through butter.
They have a burrow speed.
They burrow. Yeah.
Well,
Eh.
it's half their movement speed, but yes.
Correct.
Yeah, I just figured since he was hitting like his space, he'd get a save or
No,
something.
he's
like a dex save.
he's underneath his space
Oh, it's 20.
as he falls right in. You know what? Sure. Let's give Myth a fair advantage here.
I'll need someone else to roll for me because I don't have roll 20 up.
It's all
I
good. I
got
got you.
Connection just for Discord.
You rolled a 6 for your dex save as you fall basically right in the lap of this Umber Hulk. The Umber Hulk will then. The Umber Hulk's gonna try to grapple you.
Oh shit.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fuck.
Strength is not my strong suit.
It sure isn't.
Texas.
But we are going. Where's your athletics or acrobatics? Your athletics are not better than your acrobatics, and you have proficiency in it. That's so weird. So acrobatics it is. The Umber Hulk takes its mandibles and wraps it around your waist. It doesn't crush you just yet, but you are effectively grappled. You're just like in the mandibles of this creature, and it's like has you around the waist, and you're literally look just like Kane did a second ago, where your mouth is open. You're like, oh, as the weight just bears down around your midsection. Thalia, you're up as you see Myth disappear into the ground below, and you hear, ah, shite!
Bloody fucking hell!
I don't know what the fuck to do.
I mean,
Actually, if you want to get technical, Thalia, you technically didn't see that happen. What you would have seen was red eyes disappear.
you heard.
I honestly don't know whether or not Thalia is gonna say I don't want to say that he can't be saved, but I really think Thalia is not like the stupidest person and is like gonna blindly just go in so wounded. And for all she knows, Mithrax just fucking died.
Yes, it has been fucking us up.
Myth, I'm really
I'll just
sorry.
fucking laugh.
Myth, I'm sorry. Myth, I'm sorry.
Do what you got to do. Play Thalia
don't-
how Thalia would play.
I don't want to be an asshole. But it's not. Thalia doesn't know anything about what's going on.
Yeah, right now I think Asher's the only one that could see what happened.
Kane would be able to see it as well, I believe.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Myth, but Thalia has no idea what the fuck happened, and she thinks you're dead. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, and then I'm off board. But I'm moving, I'm dashing.
That's fine. You're in the process of get the fuck out. I got that.
Okay.
All
That was
right. Next up, we have Reen, top of round 6.
Did I not go? Or I thought it was after Thalia.
No, you were before
Oh, you're
Thalia.
before me.
Oh, I can't really see anything anymore, so.
If I was before Thalia in the thing, was my turn just doing the save action then?
Hey, no, yeah, we skipped a lot of things. We went the Umber Hulk. And
Oh,
you skipped
motherfucker.
me and Myth.
I'm here thinking it was Myth's turn. That's why. That's my fault because I was rolling for Myth too. So, although that happened, Thalia still happened. Asher would be next. I apologize. That was my fault. That was an oversight.
You're good.
Really confused. I can't see this thing right now, right?
Technically, if we're going order of operate, no, the light would be not directly on.
I have dark vision anyway.
Oh, even still, yeah, no, it's under the ground. Well, I mean, it's just under the surface, right? So you'll see dust and debris. You would have seen Myth kind of fall under the ground, but as far as line of sight's they are almost on total cover. There's a trench there, essentially.
Fuck, so I can't even see him to shoot at it.
I mean, even if you did, I would say you'd see the top of the Umber Hulk's head, maybe, and even at that, it would be major negatives to your attack. But it's doable. I mean, technically.
Can you see
I'll
that
walk
he's still
up
alive?
to it with the sword, dude, and put it through his head.
Now, Myth is not 8 feet tall, unfortunately. He would be below the sight lines.
Yeah, how tall is the Umber Hulk?
The Umber Hulk makes 8-foot gaps. We're going to call it 10 feet for the sake of his movement and clawing everything around. So right now, they're 10 feet below the ground level that this fight's happening on.
Okay, no, I asked how tall is the Umber Hulk?
8 feet.
Yeah.
It's 8 feet tall. And it's grappling. Fuck it. I'm going to do something stupid.
Oh, I love this.
Welcome to Thursday.
Let's do it. What are you doing?
Because it's a free action to draw your weapon, isn't it? If I drop mine?
If it's a free action to drop your weapon, it's half your movement to pick up or draw.
I thought drawing the sword was part of its...
You can draw your weapon as part... If you're moving towards something, you can draw your weapon as a movement if you drop your current weapon.
Okay. Because that was my thing. I was going to drop my longbow, run up, and as my action to attack, draw my rapier or something.
Okay, give it a shot, sure.
Because I think I might have enough movement.
Yeah.
And its back would be to you at this point here, so I'm not going to give it the, yeah.
And I am going to try and stab... I've dropped my longbow back where I was.
Yep.
And I'm going to draw that poisoned short sword from the drow and try and stab it. Since I got a little bit of advantage poking down at it.
Yeah, I'll give you a +2 to your attack.
Please
All
crit,
right.
please crit, please crit.
Natural fucking
Wow.
20. A 26.
Wow. So clearly it hits. What I'd like you to do is roll your crit damage. Let me take a look at this poison real fast. 1 sec.
And that doubles Hunter's Mark as well.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Oh my god.
So just give me the total damage here while I look up the poison.
So, you need another...
Push to talk, Asher.
Yeah, sorry, push to talk. So 12 from Hunter's Mark, 11 from the crit. That's 23 points of damage so far.
Okay, and 1 moment here.
I only see 1 damage roll for the short sword.
It's 9, and that +2 is the additional D6.
Gotcha.
That 9 has my Dex modifier on there.
I do believe the poison just knocks it to sleep if it fails by 5.
All right, so here's what happened. You run up to this creature. You look down. You see Myth in a ring of mandibles, and you just see these mandibles just crushing and twisting, and you see Myth, oh shite, and all that jazz. You stab this creature square in the back of the neck, doing how much total now?
23 points of damage total. Actually, hold on a second. Hold on. I forgot something. My Piercer feat lets me roll an additional damage die when I crit.
Okay, hit it up. And that's also doubled.
Link that.
That's fine. That's also doubled.
No, it doesn't double that one. It just says I get to roll an additional die on top of what's doubled.
Oh, I got you.
So instead of 2, it's 3.
I got you.
Yeah.
Yes. So roll.
So I get to roll an additional d6. 6. So that is 29 points of damage total.
Although the creature is severely wounded as you gash open its neck, at a glance, it doesn't appear as if this poison has any effect on it as of yet. But the creature's still standing, although it has this massive fountain of like beetle goo coming out of its back neck.
That was all my movement to get there and everything. I'm just going to stand there looking kind of down at it from above it. You said it's got like a 2-foot gap between me and it, right?
Yeah, you get to squat down and stab, but you know that was a hell of a strike, by the way, Asher. That was amazing.
It was. I rolled 3 6s. It was great.
Yeah, that was nasty. Well done. Holy shit. That took a lot of health away. So that takes us to Myth.
Yep. Am I still in the mandibles?
You are still in the mandibles.
He's within Thunderwave range.
Do something, Myth.
Nope. Everyone just went robotic. One sec. Can anyone hear me?
Yeah.
Hello?
Hello?
Oh, no.
We can hear him. He can't hear us.
I'll give him 30 seconds for the sake of time. I'll make his move for him if he can't seem to square it away within 30 seconds or so.
This is the perfect time for Thunderwave.
Metagaming. Oh, jeez.
We've seen him cast Thunderwave before. It's not metagaming.
Yeah, but you're telling him what to do.
Well, he currently can't play his character right now.
You can hear me or not?
Yes, we can hear you.
I guess just shocking grass to try and get it to let me go. If I'm still in the mandibles. If I'm not, I guess I'll just try to climb up.
All right, I rolled your shocking grasp. Oh God. So you crit miss. I'll tell you what. I don't want to put his critical fail in my hands. Somebody roll me 3d6, please.
Oh, got it.
All right.
Okay, I
heard
come
Dolly
back to
first.
full connection just to hear I crit failed something. Fuck.
You did.
1, 2, 3.
That's 4, 8, 12, 12, 12, 12. Spell 12. While you're writhing in pain and these mandibles are kind of around you, you're like battered up against the wall, and this creature is still pushing through the wall as if it wants to continue to burrow. You're just smashed up against it, and your ankle gets twisted. So as your hand turns into an electrical shock, you go, oh, and you writhe in pain, and your shock goes just up into the air. Yep. So, Thalia went. Top of the round is round 6 is Reen.
Person here, but the thunder wave went upwards, correct?
Your
Yes.
shock went upwards. Yeah.
Asher.
Yeah.
He would be within range if it went upwards.
He would be technically safe from your location because he's in a square, and here, I'll even draw it out. I know you can't see it, but there's a trench, right? Which creates a very hard line wall, which he's on top of.
Myth, did you want to do Shocking Grasp or Thunderwave? Because I wouldn't be in range of Shocking Grasp.
Oh no, okay, so that was the thing is I wasn't sure if anyone could hear me. If I had a spell slot still, I was going to do Thunder Wave if possible. If not, it would have been Shocking Grasp, which is a melee. But I'll go with whatever was done.
Yeah, I heard
We
Shocking
all
Grasp.
heard Shocking Grasp.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard was shocking grass.
I knew my connection was bad. Who was going to shit there? So yeah, that works.
I'm sorry, buddy.
All good. No worries.
Reen,
No
you're up.
worries.
All right, I take it the fighter class can't like do the double move like the rogues can, right?
Correct. Unless you cross class and rogue at some point.
I'm just gonna go 30 right up to here, and I'm just going to yeah. You know what? I'm gonna move 15, and I'm gonna pull out my sword and shield. And put the
Okay.
bow away.
Absolutely. You could absolutely do that. Kane.
Screw it. I see Asher run up. Asher's my buddy. Myth down there. Myth's kind of my buddy.
Honestly, I'm
Drop
shocked
the
Asher came to my
crossbow,
to save
draw
me.
my sword, and start stabbing down at the Umber Hulk.
Okay.
Because I'm dumb that way.
Make it happen.
And just
even with the +2, unfortunately, wasn't enough.
Yep. All right.
All right. That takes us to Umber Hulk. Who's going to maintain the grapple and pull Myth even deeper. Just a moment here.
Look, I liked the movie Holes, but I don't want to reenact it. Damn it!
Well,
More like
I almost
Tremors.
reacted. Myth, I almost reenacted a scene from Starship Troopers, Rat Jack.
Oh my god. Fucking hate that movie.
Starship Troopers is a good movie.
I love that
Yeah.
fucking movie.
If you watch it without the context of the books.
Might get a knife in the back.
At this
Nah,
point,
it was pretty bad by itself.
the Umber Hulk kind of goes 45-degree angles downwards and away. So effectively, it'll be 15 feet down from where you guys are as far as height goes, and an additional 20 feet in. 15 feet.
I'm being fucking kidnapped.
And Myth, you first of all don't see shit. All you see are just two red eyes, literally right in front of your fucking face. And you just feel rock and debris banking and banging against you. You get smashed here and there. As it's digging, it doesn't even give a fuck where you are in this, so its claws inadvertently strike at you for flavor text. A 20 and a 21.
Fuck.
You have an AC of what? 21?
21. I have no clue how much health I even have left.
The claw will slice into you for 8 slashing damage, and the mandibles begin to squeeze at you even harder. Get the fuck out of here. 24. For an additional 12 slashing damage.
Oh my god.
So that's 12 plus
That's
8
Fucking,
is 20.
I think if I was at full health before this, that puts me at 3 health.
It sure does. You're not doing too good. And these mandibles, they start to crush around your midsection, and you just start to feel as maybe some of your scales might be cracking. You might feel that your rib cage is starting to get a lot of pressure on it, and it starts to pop, not break, kind of like you're cracking your knuckles. Like you feel your rib cage start to crack like knuckles would. That's Asher, you're up.
All right, you said the hole is 15 feet down and 20 feet to the left?
Yeah, as far as range goes, yes. The only thing that's not featured here is depth. So it's currently 15 feet down from where your plane where you're on right now.
If I just drop down, how much of my movement would that take?
Just 5 feet to drop down.
Okay, so I'd still have 25 feet of movement.
Yes.
All right, cool. Asher's going to tell Kane to keep everybody safe and jump down the hole.
Oh, God.
He has a trait where he doesn't leave people behind.
It's all good. Mate, dude, you RP, don't worry about other people. You do you.
So yeah, he's jumping in the hole. I imagine I'll take fall damage.
No, it's only 10 feet.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So yeah, then I'm gonna run up to this Umbral Hulk and stab it again with the short sword from behind.
Get it done.
Crit again, we need it.
Right?
Dude, if you roll another nat fucking 20, I'm gonna shit myself.
A 23
A 23 does strike.
That's a dirty 20.
for 9 damage plus. Fucking shit! Another
15.
6. 15 points of damage.
What we got here? I'm sorry, how much was total? I was typing
15
something.
points of damage.
15 points of
This is
damage.
with the poison short sword.
Your blade kind of slides clean in once again. That kind of happens. It stops digging for just a moment and then continues to dig as the poison doesn't seem to be taking effect. This creature is awfully wobbly.
Hey, wouldn't we have gotten opportunity attacks when it left our threatened area?
No, it's below you, 10 feet.
No, we were all away from it.
It was
yeah.
only 2 feet below us.
Okay.
Yeah, but yeah.
I'm checking.
All right, would that be your turn, Ash?
I'm just going to try and keep in contact with it, and I'm going to try and stab it again whenever it comes back to my turn.
Absolutely. Myth.
Fuck, Asher's now right there.
Do it. I have a high dex.
Send it.
Con. I can make it.
Well,
Do
I
it, Myth.
think it would be a dex saving throw if I do the thunder wave.
It's a. I know what it is. Go ahead and do it. It's not dex.
Okay.
But I'm at full. Asher's gonna be yelling at you. Do whatever you need to get away from it.
Okay.
Is- Touched.
All I can see is its glowing eyes, correct?
Oh, yeah. Give me a charisma saving throw first.
Someone roll that for me, please.
Yeah. 1 second.
Sorry, I got enough connections just for my Discord.
Ugh. You fail your charisma save. Rolling a d8. A 2. You get confused enough that you just freeze right in place. Sorry, Myth. Your turn is now over.
Well, fuck.
Yeah, gotta love those dump stats, right?
Wait, could you have closed your eyes? Too late
Thalia,
now.
you're up.
It'd be too late. Well, fuck. Okay.
I'm gonna roll a. What the fuck was will based off of in 3rd edition?
Wisdom.
I'm gonna impose on myself a will save,
Yeah, do what you gotta do.
and if it's over 10, I go back for myth. If it's under 10, I keep running. Hey, okay, cool. So I stop running. I catch my breath for a second. Close my eyes, take a deep breath, touch my chest, pump all 15 of my lay on hands directly injecting it into my jugular
Okay.
and giving myself some amount of health here. What did I start at? 6. So that should be 19. And we're going back. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And that's my turn.
All right. Beautiful. As your light cantrip comes back.
I love the light cantrips.
I'm trying.
I know. I appreciate you.
Reen, you're up, buddy.
Can't even see a damn thing, can I?
No, it's all dark over there.
Reen's gonna yell out like, "What's going on up there?"
Kane's going to reply, well, the Umber Hulk has burrowed deeper into the earth and taking Myth with them. Asher has ran after them. He told me to keep y'all safe.
Reed's gonna run up to that voice he heard. And he's just gonna stop at the ledge because he can't do anything without light. And that's the end of the turn.
All right, Kane.
There's literally nothing Kane can do. He can't go. He can't go down to the hole. I mean, he can go down to the hole. It ain't gonna do no good.
Come down and hit it.
You're saying me, damn it. I don't want to be beaten.
Yeah. Oh, fuck it. I jumped down the hole.
Because I'm just assuming Cade can at least hear Asher yelling at Myth to get out from there.
Yeah, I'm gonna jump down the hole and run after him. Fuck it. Do I make it?
Yeah, it's only a 10-foot drop. It only starts going down on the square that he's in.
Okay, fuck it. I'm gonna attack. Hope and pray. I roll a 13 or higher.
Fuck yeah.
You swing. How do you kill it?
Oh my god.
Fuck yeah, Kane.
Just run in there, charge, screaming like a madman, like, let my buddy go, and just stab it in its back.
All right. You do so. The creature, so Myth, you feel just once again all the rocks and debris just slamming up against you as this creature's just trying to dig to take you in, probably for dinner or something. And then you just feel it stop. And the creature practically falls dead almost instantaneously, as if it was like some sort of like a brainstem shot or something. A nerve clearly just shut down his entire system. The creature itself, however, you being in its mandibles, leans against the wall with you pinned alongside.
Is it doing the ant death grip thing?
Oh, I'm about to find out.
Oh no.
No!
The carapace begins to expand, looking like it's getting ready to explode. Everyone give me a dexterity. I'm just kidding.
Oh, okay.
Oh god damn it.
You dick, Frog. You're a dick.
All right, so Myth, you can't roll.
I was
so I'll roll
hovering
for
over
you.
my deck save.
Let's go with a. I'll use your acrobatics here. An 11 against, because I can't. Fucking 11. You beat it. It pins you, but you're able to wiggle, even with your injuries. Your waist and ribs feel really tender.
Oh.
Hey, Asher.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
I think we need to go back to Meriladart.
yeah. First, though, I see Myth, right? Wiggle out from underneath this thing.
He's in the process of wiggling out. He probably could use a hand.
Yeah,
I'm
gonna
over
grab
here
him.
crawling for what I can't feel.
Yeah, I'm gonna grab him and pull him, and as I'm pulling him, I'm also gonna cast Cure Wounds on him, since I feel like we're out of combat now.
We're officially out of combat at the moment.
Yeah, so as I'm pulling him out, I'm also gonna pump a Cure Wounds into him.
If we're out of combat, Thalia is just hauling ass back to the group here to.
What?
God, put a shirt on.
Is my Cure Wounds showing up?
Yes, it showed up above your head, shirtless.
I'm being serious.
I
I'm
don't
having
see.
problems with.
I don't see Cure Wounds.
It's Roll20 isn't letting me cast Cure Wounds.
Just
one
roll it
second.
manually. It's not that.
Yeah, I'm checking what my modifier is.
It's 1d8 plus your spellcasting ability modifier.
Wisdom.
Yeah, I had to check and see what that is.
It's a
Oh.
+2.
Yeah, he's kind of more physical than magical.
Yeah, it's whatever your spellcasting ability is plus
that's
2
That's what he's
plus
trying to
your
figure
mod.
out. That's what he's trying to verify. He doesn't know his spell. He doesn't have it memorized. He doesn't use it often.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
okay.
Plus
I'm just telling him how to figure it out.
I'm telling him it's plus 3 because he has a 17 passive.
It's a
Gotcha.
it's a +3. Oh well, hey, there they go. They both came in. So it's just running super slow. So the first one was a 5.
All right. As
So
you
yeah, 5
feel, he kind of leans over you, Myth, as you kind of are regaining yourself, and you feel the heal pump into your body. Still feel very sore and tender, but hey, you're not dead. At this point, Purple Demon Baby will be spat out. Our dear friend Grognar.
Hey.
Grognar, put a fucking shirt on.
Grognar nowhere shirt.
Yeah, he's in character, guys.
Grognar lost coat.
Oh yeah, we still got to get. Do you think? To Cade, since we're still down here with Myth, did they leave us, or are they up there at the top of the hole?
Everyone seems to be at the top of the hole. I'm going to assume Thalia's light is still on, therefore everyone can see at the moment.
Okay.
Does Myth look okay? Does he need any more healing? Because I got plenty more.
Myth has 8 hit points now.
I'm gonna shove myself in next to Asher and give him another 2 cure wounds.
8 hit points. I should be fine at 8. That's
No.
just a little
No,
under
if you
my
come
half.
up,
I'm fine.
I'm not comfortable sitting at 19. I almost died from 18 hit points.
Okay, as great as it is being super kumbaya in this 8-foot wide hole, can we get the fuck out of here now?
No.
Oh, we gotta finish the job, dude. We're almost done.
So
No, we're
you
going
get
back
another-
to Eldar.
you get another 12 points of hearing, Myth.
Hearing?
Hearing.
Speaking of hearing, why doesn't everyone roll me a perception check, please?
Oh God.
Oh Lord.
Oh yeah, dump stat.
11. Jesus Christ.
So this is a hearing perception check.
Disadvantage for you, buddy.
Yeah, I don't hear shit.
You know what? Thalia. You hear an undercommon, some faint speaking. Kind of along the lines of, I don't know, let me go check.
We need to leave now.
Kill
I
your
don't
light.
care about stealth. I don't care about anything. We just need to leave now. And I'm gonna start hauling Myth out of the hole.
He's in a very holy spot.
It's not a very holy spot.
Oh,
I haven't sanctified it yet.
different kind of holy.
This
So
isn't.
are we out of the hole now?
We're waiting on Frog, I think. I don't know.
No, I don't know. You tell me. I mean,
I'm hauling Myth out, and I'm pulling him out, and I'm going back the way we came.
All right, so I'm assuming like Myth's arm is like over your shoulder, and you're kind of like using
something like that.
So you're kind of just dragging him along with you.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Myth, I assume you go along with that.
Fuck yes.
Absolutely, and you hear clink, 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 like all the your heavy armored people are rattling up a storm as they haul ass back in the direction of Mirladar.
I'll try and slow him down while y'all run, since it's easier for me to move in these tunnels.
Absolutely. Are you still in the trench, or did you go
No.
topside?
I went topside, and I'm just like a few feet past the trench, since I imagine the trench is cutting this way across there, right? Like it's going to bottleneck them through an area.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't have to be exact, but yeah, let's just say it was there because whatever.
Okay.
And then, so let's just hypothetically say, so Myth and Thalia are kind of like over here getting ready to fucking bounce out.
I am right behind them.
We should just rest up and finish the mission, man. We're so close.
Nah.
Fate, Rain, we need to get out of here. Y'all need to get out of here.
One more Umber Hulk, and we're all fucking dead.
Yeah, and Asher's going to stay about 30 feet away from the trench.
Okay.
And since he's more built for this. He's going to try and like slow them down as the enemy gets to the trench, to at least buy some time for his friends.
100%.
Before he starts running.
And Grognar, you following?
I would be assisting Asher.
No, Asher's going to tell you to go because I'm invisible. They'll see you. Just go. You're literally going to be a hindrance right now.
I must help you.
Grognar, understand. You smarter.
Yeah, go.
Grognar, listen.
All right. Everyone besides Asher, who stays kind of behind strategically. So let's just hypothetically say that all you guys are off the map except for Asher. Right as you get ready to start closing the gap between you and your friends, you see the silhouettes in the blue hue that's deeper into this cave here. You see like 2 or 3 silhouettes approaching that direction. Your direction.
Yeah.
Let's say they're about 200 feet away.
Okay, and how long has it been since my friends were gone?
Seconds. I mean, they're hauling ass. They're getting out of here. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Then Asher's gonna at least let them get, buy them a few minutes at least to get some distance.
Absolutely. So yeah, let's just say another couple of moments pass by. Go ahead.
Before everybody hauled ass, Asher would have asked Thalia and Reen if they could at least give him like 5 arrows apiece since he's running low from their quivers.
Okay.
I rely on a bow and I'm running low.
Got a question actually, Frog.
Yeah.
Could I have cast Shatter?
I mean, you're on the table now.
Can I cast Shatter? 1 second, where's Grognar? So I can. About right here.
So are you attempting to collapse the entire cave?
Yes.
The
Right.
cave that we're all in.
Bad feeling about this.
You're trying to collapse the cave that we're all in.
I'm trying to I'm trying to collapse a certain part.
They already have a 10-foot wide, 15-foot deep trench to cross.
Oh, that's an entire trench. Right,
Grognar,
right.
you can do whatever you want, buddy.
Never mind. I'm not gonna shatter because I forgot there's that whole trench thing.
Oh, this is a cave-in that then fills in said trench.
Rocks fall, everyone dies.
Sounds about right.
Never mind. I retract my previous statement.
Okay. Continuing with the original plan, then. Everyone is hauling ass. You know, the people with arrows. I'm assuming you're gonna drop like 5. You said.
Yeah, I dropped 5.
Yep, same.
Yeah.
All right. As they drop the 5, I'm gonna say.
I
Asher,
give you your 20.
What 20?
There you go.
I carried the quiver of arrows for you. Remember?
Oh well, and I didn't know that. Well, in that case, you guys can have your 5 arrows back. I was just trying.
Okay.
All right. You have a quiver of arrows. We got you.
That's cool.
Yeah,
Alright.
I was carrying it. I grabbed it from the.
So
armory.
Grognar drops you the quiver, and he hauls ass with everyone else. All right, so I'm going to say 10, 15 seconds pass by. They're about 100 feet away from you. They're about 100 feet away from you now, Ash.
All right. Well, I only have 60 feet of dark vision, so.
But you see the silhouettes because of the blue hue.
Yeah. In that case, I probably still get disadvantage, but I'll start trying to take shots at them.
What's the disadvantage range of your longbow? Isn't it
I have
120?
150 feet range. I'm saying disadvantage because I can't see them very well, was what I was thinking.
That's fair. Go ahead and take your pop shots.
15?
With the 15, you see one of the silhouettes like running towards you guys and then just drop. The other silhouette stops dead in its tracks, and you see its head look left, right, and then kind of hug the side of the wall.
Question: would this be considered a new round of a start of a new combat?
We're in theater of the mind, technically. But if you want to use your feet, you could absolutely use it.
Well, I'm wondering if Dread Ambusher would kick in.
Go ahead.
All right, cool. Then yeah, I'm gonna shoot.
Sure, go ahead.
Oh,
with
9.
a 9. So it's the second arrow that flies past the dude's head that he looks left and right, and he kind of goes up against the wall. The silhouette disappears, but it doesn't look like he ran away. He's just not in your line of sight with the light that's behind the cave area.
All right.
It is at that point that you see a twinkle become brighter and brighter and brighter and start to float down the hallway. These 3 miniature flames that spin together like a corkscrew going down the hallway, heading in your direction.
Like magic missile?
No, like dancing lights.
Ah. In that case, once I see them start heading my direction, I'm going to start moving to keep away from them.
Absolutely. And you continue to do so. You hear words in Undercommon. Unfortunately, Thalia is a bit far away to be heard on that. But
As
you
I'm-
hear kind of conversation, multiple voices.
Oh, as I'm falling back, I'm still trying to take shots if I see any silhouettes or anything.
Yeah, you don't see the silhouettes at the moment because the dancing lights in front seem to be creeping forward, which is going to obscure your visibility beyond back that. The transitions from lights to darks ain't going to help at all.
Yeah.
So, and I'm going to say this dancing... How much spirit? Hold on. Dancing lights. Oh, fucking hey, dude. Crazy range on that. Yeah, and then you hear, as you're running back, looking for a shot, don't quite see one right off the bat. In fact, roll me a perception check, just to make sure.
16.
With a 16, the dancing lights is there, but it kind of corkscrews in a way, and it kind of flies behind the stalactite just briefly that you saw. Boom, a quick silhouette. You take a pop shot.
18.
With an 18, you see another silhouette fall, but the dancing lights are still there. And you hear more talking, louder and louder. It sounds like maybe 2-3 more voices or so. Who knows? And that's just what you hear.
Can I tell from like hearing it how far away they might be? Just roughly.
Anywhere between
Under
50.
100 feet.
I would say anywhere between 50 to 150 feet.
Okay.
But the dancing lights are continually moving closer to you.
How far away from me are they? And how much light are they throwing off?
They officially throw off a 10-foot radius. Light must be within 20 feet. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, 10-foot radius. But it's about 40 feet behind you.
Okay. Then since I can see how much radius it is, and about how long has it been since my friend started
This
running?
is all happening in real time. Everyone's running. This is seconds.
Okay. So then, yeah, I'm going to wait, staying right there since I see how much kind of time I have. I'm going to take, if I see another target, I'm going to take a shot at it.
Absolutely. Everyone, you hear kind of the thwips, the grindings. You hear a scream. Everyone else that's running. You hear the string of Asher's bow kind of going boing in the darkness there for most of you. Some of you look behind you as you're running down this corridor. You see the dancing lights in the vast distance. You wouldn't see his silhouette, but yeah, you'll see a dancing light just coming closer to you guys, but you guys are still in full get the fuck out mode. You guys that are running come up to that T intersection where you have to make either a left or a right. In the meantime, actually, yeah, let's go with that first. As you come to that T intersection, team, not Asher, everyone else, where do you go? Left or right?
It would be left.
Well,
Yep.
actually, I can't see, so I don't even know where I'm at. So
Yeah.
I'll be quiet.
Wait, where's the X on the ground? There was an X on the ground.
Yeah, I drew an X on the wall. Y'all saw me draw an X on the wall.
Ah, good call. Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure it was left.
No, that's
from
perfect.
our perspective, but yes.
You're absolutely right. There was a marking there. You would see the marking, which would give you the feeling of making a left-hand turn here.
Yeah, I knew
Yeah,
it was
I
left.
drew it on the tunnel we came from.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%. If
So-
that, oh damn, that was awesome. Yeah,
I'm
good
gonna
work.
say this way, and I'm gonna say this way, and I'm gonna start moving that way.
Your light cantrip still on, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So everyone can see for the record. So good. All right, cool. So we're taking it back as the camera really quickly slides past right behind Asher's shoulder. Asher, take a pop shot. Disadvantage.
Gotcha. That's what I was about to. 16.
16. Another drops, and then the dancing lights disappears. It's
Hell
at that
yeah.
point you hear footsteps stop. And then kind of silence. You hear Thump, thump. 16? I don't think hits you.
Can they even see me?
It's a disadvantage shot, man.
I was gonna say, would they even know where the arrows are coming from?
Bro, what's your AC?
Yeah. 16.
16. Hits you.
Yeah.
Only 4 piercing damage hits you square in the thigh, like a lucky shot. It probably even ricocheted and flipped up off of the ground. Give me a con save, please. Oh, shit. Give me a con save.
Oh, shit.
I didn't even think of that.
I didn't either.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit.
Oh, bro.
Oh, I still have advantage too. Fuck.
Do you have anything against poison by chance?
Not with Asher.
Okay. So, hold on. Let me reread this. Let me make sure I'm doing my due diligence here.
Even if I fall unconscious, they won't see me.
That's true. You're absolutely right.
Yeah, they won't see me.
Well, unless does it specifically say that you have to be conscious for it, or if it goes away, if you fall unconscious?
It doesn't say. I will link it in chat.
Yeah. I just want to make sure. I want to make sure I'm doing my due diligence.
So technically, if Grognor had to go back to find you, or any of us that have used dark vision,
No, we would see him. We would see him.
Well, you guys
Y'all
already.
see me.
You guys
It
would
just
have.
says, while in darkness, you are invisible to any creature that relies on dark vision to see you in the dark.
Dude, that's so cool, man. That is so cool. Okay.
I have light.
So you're further away
from me.
Yeah, you're further away. You're kind of you guys just whipped around the corner, and he's still a little bit further down. So here's what happens. This crossbow bolt just inadvertently nails you in the inner of your thigh, man. You take that 4 damage, but you get absolutely lightheaded, and you feel like you start to just drift. And then Asher, your vision goes black.
And how long does it last?
Up to an hour, as long as if nothing fucks with you, an hour.
Fuck.
So, not fast forwarding, but going back to around the corner. As you continue, you make your way down around the corner and down the bend. At this point here, it kind of declines a little bit in elevation. Everyone would acknowledge something. Where's Asher?
I look back, like, as soon as we come to this realization. Myth, can you walk on your own?
I can walk by myself.
Everybody, take him and go. I'm going back for Asher. And I just
Or you
let
sure,
go of
pretty
Myth, and I
lady?
just,
in the dark.
I'm running. I'm already gone. Turn on light, and I'm going.
Fuck!
Okay.
You can see me!
No,
Just take a-
Talia, this makes no sense for you to go after him.
Makes perfect sense for me. So
Listen,
I'm
that
going.
light cantrip makes him vulnerable. They can't
I don't
see him
care.
in darkness.
I can protect him.
I can protect him better than you because I can
No,
see.
you cannot.
Yeah,
I
Yes,
can
I
see
can.
too.
Yeah, he can. Kane can protect me better.
I can too. I'm
Asher-
going.
Kane,
I don't care.
I'm still at least be invisible.
I'm
with
going
Kane.
anyway. Doesn't matter.
Grognar says he's.
I'm
best.
already gone. I didn't hear any of your shit.
No,
gone.
I'm gone. I'm going back.
Okay.
God damn it, guys. They wouldn't find me.
You're the
No,
one.
no, you left us three in
No.
darkness. We can't even play the game.
You got torches.
Y'all got torches.
Could I actively try and stop Thalia?
You can try anything you wish.
I would try and stop Thalia, seeing
But
that
how?
her light. I would try and grab her, just grapple her, and be like, Grognar
It's your
knows.
strength versus mine.
No,
Oh
it's
yeah,
not.
no, you're
That's-
probably gonna win. But
Well, that's not how it rolls. So we're gonna do it a little bit thematically. Remember, I have my own personal rules for
Okay.
situations like these. So here's what we're gonna do. Here's what I want it done.
Now, children.
I want, calm down, yo. Oh my God, the world is falling apart.
Yeah, the world is fucking falling.
ow, my
You fucking mean.
So here's what's gonna happen. Grognar. First off, roll me a athletics check. Thalia, roll me an athletics or acrobatics check, and then we'll see what the results are, and then we will thematically apply this. Look at that. So here's what happens. Grognar, as you see Thalia with the pure intent to save the life of a cohort, you see Thalia, she's walking away. As she's walking away, you kind of, not gonna say a reverse bear hug, but you put your arms over kind of her shoulders, like, Thalia, no, that one of those kind of situations, like, don't go. She just grabs you by the hand and says, no, I gotta do this, and continues to walk.
I'm not walking. I'm running.
Well, that too.
Like dash. Yeah.
No, we lost
okay, I'm
Myth,
just
by the
saying.
way.
That's fine. That's fine. I'll control Myth passively.
Okay, I'm
Yeah,
just letting you
that
know.
guy.
As you let go of Myth, he's gonna fall to a knee real quick and kind of hold his chest like.
And he's back.
Kane, you pick up Myth, I'm guessing, and continue down.
Well, see, as Grognar grabbed Thalia, Kane was running back. Kane didn't wait for Thalia. He just started going back to help Asher.
Oh, I thought you meant you were going back to Mirladar. I apologize.
No.
Oh, that's what I thought I heard you say. I'm sorry.
The whole thing was Kane saying he could guard Asher better than Thalia because Thalia's relying on her light cantrip.
Gotcha.
While Kane could see in the dark.
No, I get you. I swore I heard you say you were going back to Mirladar. I apologize. Okay, cool. That's fine.
It's okay. He just has a crush on Asher. She's trying to be his hero. It's fine.
So,
be a hero.
So, Kane, I'm going to say you're like maybe 5-10 feet in front of Thalia. This is all literally happening in like seconds of each other. We haven't heard what Reen's intentions are at this moment.
Let's just go back and kill him, man. Let's go.
All right, Reen, you continue to go. Grognar, I assume you're following Thalia as she breaks your grap?
Yeah, because
Sure,
pretty
yeah.
lady doesn't know anything about grapple.
I'm all about it. I'm all about it. Yeah, man, you fucking rally up.
He's trying to buy you all time.
Myth, on one knee as you breathe heavy and kind of put your hands around your ribs. What are you going to do? Are you there, Myth? No, you're not.
No, Myth isn't here.
Myth is going to just...
Somebody's got to stay back from
Myth.
You
Myth,
can't just leave him.
Myth is actually going to chill. He just go, and he's going to lean against the wall and try to regain. Just please go. Don't worry about me. Okay, so wow, so that's okay. So hold on, please. Let me.
Yeah,
Throw
I
him
don't
all over.
actually be unconscious at.
No,
I was doing a fighting retreat.
I'll set the scene. Even though we're gonna use the same cave, it's a different cave, but it's the same cave.
Different
work
section
with
of the same
me.
tunnel.
Work with me. Okay, so. Oh, does that mean I need to make tokens too? Mother whore. One second.
Love you, buddy.
Hey, don't talk about my mom like that just because it's true.
And because it's a different section of the tunnel, there was some travel. Let's just do this. Let's just do this because I can.
Am I hearing initiative?
No, we're going to do this quick because we only got 5 minutes left here. So what's going to happen is this. Grognar, you haven't been here all night. I want you to roll me a d20. If it's evens, you guys go first. Beautiful. Okay, so here's what's happening. Let me set the scene first. So, as you guys, rally up for the sake and well-being of a friend, this friend of yours is not Heavyfoot at all. He should be fucking here right now, and he's not. Concerned to the point that you make your way back around the corner. As you look around the corner, about 50 feet down from the corner, you'll see Asher's passed out, sleeping body. Because you are viewable to friendly, right?
We ruled that
I
my
have light.
friends can see me.
Okay, that's fine. I'm okay with that.
Yeah, but also I
Well,
have
your
light.
light, your light hasn't reached him yet. That's what I'm getting at.
Okay. Okay.
On top of that, who's got dark vision beyond 105 feet?
None of us.
Yeah, no one.
Okay.
Asher at level 6.
One, because technically they don't fucking see Asher's passed out body. 1, 2, 3, 4. Grognar 1, Reen 2, Kane 3, Thalia 4.
One, two, three.
Who are
2,
those?
3, 1.
Who's number
I'm
4?
2.
I'm 4.
4. So
Thalia.
Thalia is not. So because they see, unfortunately, even though you go first, they don't. You're just beyond the range. They see you though. They got 120. So here we go. 3 bolts coming randomly in 1, 2, and 3. Number 1 misses. Number 2 misses. Number 3 might hit. What's a 15 on number 3?
My AC is
18 is
17.
my armor class.
All right, beautiful. You just hear bolts kind of all around you. Doesn't make any contact whatsoever, alerting you to somebody's presence. You hear, reload, reload, in Undercommon.
Do they? I don't know.
Technically, they're out of your sight so far.
Yeah. Yeah. I am going to use thaumaturgy to. My voice booms 3 times as loud as normal for 1 minute.
Okay.
And I'm going to say, I'm going to like shout in the most intimidating way possible. Turn back now.
Roll an intimidation check.
Maybe. Yeah, maybe that'll wake up Asher. That would be great.
Well, he's under poison, unfortunately.
I am dreaming about being back home hunting with Dad and my little brother.
Oh
Hey!
my God! Look what the wisdom saves I threw to counter against your 18.
Where?
Damn!
No!
Talking about
Is that
2, a 6,
I
and a
see
6.
19.
No, that's advantage.
Okay.
Yeah,
Works.
no, this
Works
is
for me.
all straight. So I rolled a 2, a 6, and a 6. As your voice booms through this amplified fucking cave, it's so loud that even your teammates have to close their ears a little, like except for Kane because fucking earless. So, but whoa, you hear the sounds of footsteps, fucking running away.
I'm gonna flavor it as like kind of a dim light protrudes from my chest up into my throat, as like a divine light energy is in there while that thaumaturgy is happening.
Kane runs up to his buddy.
Well, no, I'm
And
first.
I-
I'm first. 'Cause
I'm
I was
actually
running
faster than you, so
Are
Actually,
you?
technically, you used your action to do the loud noise. You could
Yeah.
move 30 feet.
No,
so
I didn't.
He
No,
could've-
that's
he-
a cantrip.
Hold on.
Oh, it's an action. It's an action.
You could also do it while you're walking. So regardless of which, your chest and throat glow as you just holler this out. You hear these footsteps like, fuck that! Whatever that is down there. And they're just gone, dude. I didn't expect to fail so badly. Yeah, dude. So they're gone.
So the way I want to do this, and Kane's gonna fuck it up right now, but I want to try to slide in, get
I'm
some
not gonna fuck it up for you.
pump my last cure wounds into Asher, and I'm gonna pick him up and I'm gonna like sling him over my back, and I'm gonna start running back out.
Look at that, dude. Fucking baseball sliding, heal, pick
Yeah,
up,
man.
and dip. Look at that. And you know what?
He'll pick up and dip, man.
I love it. So here's what's going to happen, and here's the last minute of imagery that's going to happen here at this table tonight, boys and girls. As Thalia, whatever the fuck I said, they go and run away. You, in full motion while roaring this, you kind of lean back and kind of do a baseball slide into first base, man. And as you're doing it, your hand charges up with your cure wounds, and you kind of plop your hand on his body. I have a question.
A question.
Poison
I
from
probably have an
Morpheus.
answer.
The target is also unconscious with poison. This way, the target wakes up. If it takes damage, the creature takes an action to shake it awake. Okay, I'll give that a shake. That's fine. As you grab and throw Asher on your shoulder, Asher kind of gets woken up under the really quick jerking motion of plopping him up on your shoulder. The camera is gonna stay on the floor where Asher was lying down with a slight 45-degree angle tilt on it. And as you guys walk away, you just kind of fade off into the darkness. And that's where we're going to have our end scene.
Someone grab my bow!
Oh no!
it's
Oh no!
You got your bow. You got your bow.
Okay.
Okay.
Don't take Daddy's bow from him.
Like, I'm a dick. I'm not an ass.
Did he leave the cat behind?
And technically, he concocted a wraparound little.
Yeah, I've got a
thing.
sling holding the cat.
Just making sure he didn't drop the cat when he fell.
No.
Hold on 1 second here.
God damn it, Kane.
You know what?
I heal you back up to full, Asher, by the way.
And he picks up the cat.
I'm gonna roll something real quick just because. Okay. All right. So, I think that's a great thematic spot to pause. I didn't expect you guys not to get past this tunnel here, man. That fight though, huh?
Fuck
God,
Umber
fucking
Hulks.
Hulk, man.
You know what's funny? True story. I had originally planned there to be 2 Umber Hulks for this encounter.
Oh my God, we would have fucking died.
I don't
That would have
think
been a TPK.
I don't think so because
TPK.
you didn't have any magic, honestly. And Grognar, I think if Grognar was here from the beginning, it would have been a vastly different fight, personally. But yeah, no, that's awesome. Fan fucking tastic, man, fantastic. So yeah, guys, any kind of questions, comments, or concerns? Well, actually, let me kill the stream first, but we can do